Woo! Oh man, there's the sneezing. Something ain't right with this room. What is this, the sneeziest room in a way, dude? Freaking sneezy as hell, dude. I come in here and the first thing I do is sneeze. This room is rotten. I gotta remove all the cards and dust it or something. I don't know. I do not know. Alright, so we are just getting started on our nighttime stream. We are in the middle of kind of processing the more valuable Pokemon cards that are for sale. I've got this whole group of expensive Pokemon cards, but they don't hit the table very often. So they're like midway through being processed, and we're of course opening cards at the same time. We got two sets that are on the horizon. PRB2 One Piece, that comes out late July. And then on the other hand, we also have Pokemon Black, White, English coming. I just placed a $6,000 order for those, okay, guys? They will be here. They're pricey, though. They're surprisingly pricey. Like, I shopped them all over. And they release in, like, a little over a week. And they're just expensive. There's just no way around it. So, I don't know. All right. Hot Tops slabs in your area. Pichu, new Pichu break. Let's see what else. New vintage booster. Live card shop. We didn't pick out a new vintage booster pack, did we? Do. So here we are in the live. It looks like Mr. Alex already pinged. Okay. Last thing we did was we helped Mr. JCL. Is that how you say that name? How weird. Almost seems like it's been paying this company more than one time. What is going on? I better figure this out. It looks like this company, Mint Mobile, has been charging me an awful lot of money. I thought he was doing a one-time update for my cell phone. Why is it charging so much money? So it charged me $390 at the end of June. And then it charged me $390 at the beginning of July. What? Why am I receiving huge purchases from Mint Mobile all of a sudden? I don't even use my phone. The only person I text is Karis. Okay, I'll have to check it after the stream's over. Interesting. So something's wrong. It's weird though, because it just kind of started out of the blue. So we'll have to find out. I pay for unlimited for a whole year, $300, charged once every October. Yeah, exactly. So why would they be charging me $390? Let me look at that again. They charged me $390. They just charged me today, on the 8th. So they charged me $386 today. And then they charged me $386. No, wait a second. So that's this order. Okay. So that's the one that I just paid. No way, dude. That doesn't make any sense. There's something going wrong. So they charged me that same amount on June 27th. Wonder if I'm hacked or something. It doesn't make any sense. And then they charged me on April 15th. Huh. That is so weird. It says here I got charged $21 from Mint Mobile on April 18th. I've been getting charges from Mint Mobile and I haven't even been noticing it because we do so much. So the charges to Mint Mobile, they're like hidden within my emails because I get a million emails from you guys. So I've never noticed it before. Oh my God. All right, well, we'll figure that out. Why would it be so high? 390? Yeah, we're gonna have to challenge that. All right, welcome guys to the late night stream. That's gonna be on my mind all night long. So wait a second. It's not on my work phone. It's on my my personal usage phone. So what could it possibly be doing? Let's see. Here's Mint Mobile. Let's see what it's. Maybe there's an explanation for all this. Password. We'll use Face ID. All right, that worked. Log in with your password once. I don't know my password. Oh my God. All right, let's try this. Invalid. Yeah, of course it's invalid. I got no clue what I set my stupid... Don't you hate passwords, guys? Everything's a password these days. Man. All right, let's try this. Invalid. All right, let's try... All right. Time to expect lots of mistakes. Mr. will be constantly distracted now. Perhaps. My roommate does that. Mr. will constantly be... Mr. would be buying stocks in AI and military industrial complex. Be a good idea. I don't think it's a bad idea to buy into companies that are doing AI, but then again, everyone has that same idea. All right, hold on. Let's try this again. So weird. Sorry, guys. I just noticed that after we logged on and I was looking at the PayPal orders and I saw this giant $390 order from Mint Mobile. Let's see. Typed in my phone number correctly. So it's not even allowing me... Let's try this. Not even sending me a confirmation email, text to log into my own account right now. Well, I'm gonna have to cancel it on PayPal. I'll have to challenge it. Crazy. They won't let me log into my own account. Yeah, I don't remember some password I made 3 years ago. And then they're not texting me the security text either. That's not right. All right. If I could share a screenshot, I would. I pay $180 a year for unlimited Mint Mobile for my father-in-law, not $30. Nice. That's really good. All right, guys. So we got these nice Topps cards here. I got more than this. And I want to start pricing these up one by one as the time goes by, okay? So we're going to have a nice Tuesday nighttime stream. We got all these wonderful breaks going on, like this Victini break. Shot all the way up to 14. Here's the Manga D Teach, the Mega Mew. We got a lot of breaks that have been waiting to go off. Today, the Vintage break went off. Vintage Booster Pack, break. We haven't chosen a new one yet. Here's Gyarados. Here's Pichu. Pichu just started. I think he's in the title. Here's our Eevee. Nice. All right. So we have to click on... What's this? Oh, nice. He wanted to show... Good morning, mister. Another day, another night of Pokemon. That's right, late night. 15 Fusion Arch for Nathan Gordon. First order of the night. Why would they charge so much money, I wonder? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Good. Okay. Snip this. Yeah, there's too many. There's way too many passwords. It's not right. Humans aren't designed to remember 1,000 passwords. What do you guys think of passwords? I'm ready for this to just be a chip in my arm or something. I'm ready for that. Bring on the biotech. How are polls going? Just got here. We just started. We're 10 minutes in. Hey, here's a little Mew. That's not so bad. All right. Little Mew there. If you want a shot at that Pichu, he's a 1 in 6. Lovely card. There you are. All right. Here's Serena. Cold. But free. So I was shopping for Pokemon cards tonight, like slabs. Oh my God. You cannot find anything, like anything at all. Everything is like, starter price is like $1,000. Unless you want to buy like Mag Cargo or something. You want to buy Mag Cargo, you can find Mag Cargo for an affordable price. Like there's, you know, there's the Pokemon that are just sort of throwaway Pokemon, and those sell, even those sell for like $400 or $500 sometimes. And if you want anything decent, be prepared to pay all of your money for it. Like these prices are so high, even I think they're expensive. Look at that, Nathan Gordon. Where's the expensive stuff, Law? Mr. said, bring on the Mark of the Beast. My password still has my elementary school lunch number, really. Mr. said, let's bring on the Mark. Yeah, I'm ready for the Mark. If it will allow me to log into my stupid Mint mobile account, then I'm ready for the Mark. Tired of not being able to log into things quickly. All right, here we are. Pog Mag Cargo, my favorite one. He's okay. Come on, Mag Cargo. Let's try this again. Let's try logging into this again. Mint Mobile. It's not right, man. I got to know what they spent that money on. All right, let's try this. Okay. That didn't work. Oh. Oops. All right. Last try. Yeah, well, let me in. How about forgot password? Enter your phone number, all right? Send me a code. Maybe the code's going into my account, but it's not showing up for me? Nope. Wow, crazy. Can't log into Mint Mobile at all. And it's not giving me a verification code. That's wild. That's wild that they can charge my account all that money. I wonder, I imagine passwords are saved on this account. Let's see if I'll feel so much better if I could just remember this. Yeah, I don't know. Is there a way to look up passwords that you have saved on your phone? Maybe somebody here knows. Steven says, Trunk, paying down low Tina. You got it, man. That's the next order. Mr. Steven. I love when Mr. does this sort stuff on stream. Well, I would have done it off the stream, except that I only now noticed it because we're in my email account and I see it listed with the other PayPal listings. So unless I was checking my PayPal emails all throughout the day, I wouldn't have noticed it. So we just caught it now. I've seen it before, but it wasn't an unusual thing. I thought, oh, that must be it auto-renewing. No, it's just continuously charging me that. So that is not okay. Let's see. Mr. Steven Sistrunk. This is going to go down to 370. Boom. All right, you got it, man. 370 remains. That's super exciting. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, cool. So there's no orders in the queue. Let's show off the stuff for tonight. We, of course, have our Final Fantasy packs. They're back on the menu, $132 a pack. We have our break with 2 people in it. So that's Final Fantasy. Let's see. Oh, don't forget about these. These are the Illustrator booster packs. Those are nice. We have a break for Metazoo. That's nice. Love to see that end. All right. We don't have a mega. We don't have a jumbo pack break. See, now you guys got me saying mega. We don't have a jumbo pack break. We also don't have a. Oops. We also don't have a vintage booster pack yet, which means we get to choose a new vintage booster pack if we want to, or maybe we wait for one of these other breaks to end first. I don't know. Do we have too many breaks? Feels like we got a lot of breaks. So we've got a lot of pricey slabs up on the table right now as well. So there's a lot of pricey ones. Not these two though. Those are pretty easy. This one's actually pretty easy as well. What about this? That one's kind of pricey, and this one is also kind of pricey. So we got a couple cheap ones too. Maybe we do this real fast. Get these in the middle like this, right? Mint was terrible until it was bought by TMO. I love it for my father-in-law. Just got to figure out why they're charging me $390 like per week. That seems extremely excessive. It really does not make any sense to me at all. Maybe it's because this hotspot thing is turned on. Let me turn that off for now. Okay, we turned off the personal hotspot. And if they charged me for all that, I'm going to challenge that because that doesn't seem right. They didn't warn me or anything. All right, $390. What are they charging me for? Okay, so let's see. We're going to take a picture and put it over in the All Slabs channel. There we go. Okay. That's been clicked. Good. Per week? Yeah, I'm getting charged about $390 per week from the looks of it. And that has apparently been going on a little while. That is not a small amount of money. That's huge. I wish I had so much money that I wouldn't realize that $300 is being charged to me repeatedly. Yeah, I guess that is kind of true. You do notice it though. You know, you go, where's all my money? I was actually kind of feeling that way today, but I had $3,500 charged to my account in order to pay for the house renovation to the absolutely destroyed rental unit that needs new carpet, new painted walls, de-smoking, cleaning on the kitchen. The whole house needs a severe overhaul. So that's going to be $7,000. So the first half of that just came out, and then the $6,000 came out for the black and white ETBs. Mr. Balling, creating order, give me a few. I'd also like to ask if you can go over my bag and let me know what I have. Sure, Mr. Brett Love. So I would say you probably have more than one bag with us. Here's Pupitar. Here's Whiskash. There's a Topps card already up there. Now, Mr. Brett, you've got a lot of cards here. Okay. Looks like you got that box of GI Joe right there. Remember that? Some English something. This looks like a good mix right here. I can see the Charizard promo there, though. And then there's the second box. This is also yours. Brett Love. Looks like you opened up some Magic the Gathering, Lord of the Rings. Oh, Mr. Brett, if you like opening Magic, you should open some of those Final Fantasy packs. Those are $132 a piece. And that's easily our hottest item. Did you know that? So we've sold maybe like 6 or 7 boxes of that already. And those are selling at $132 a piece. So that's easily one of the most popular items. Because there's a Chocobo you can pull that goes for like $60,000 right now if you pull him. Which nobody has. He's obviously very hard to pull. But there's a lot of other Chocobos that go for a lot too. So if you have any love at all for Final Fantasy, that's very hot right now. There we go. All right, we've been selling a lot of Magic the last couple of streams. We're going to turn into a Magic channel. All right, you ready? Are they collector packs? That's correct. They're collector packs. They look just like this. So, and for those of you who don't want to buy a pack outright, this is a break, $40, 1 in 7 odds, and a star spot as well. One person gets a star spot. So here it is. You can see it says collector booster on the pack, and these are $132 per piece. Huge, huge boosters. A lot of pulls in here that actually earn you back the value of the booster pack. So, you know, you're scared to open such an expensive booster pack, but the truth of the matter is the pulls inside of there are so expensive. There's so many cards in the set that earn you back all that money. All right, so this was last priced in January. Topps Spectra. Now, what is this? Is this it? Your Mint Unlimited plan was auto-paid until June 27. So why did we get paid? Why do we get charged so many times? All right, so I just got that message from Mint Mobile. Oh, that code's not going to work. It's not going to work. It arrived too late. All right, so here's the Zapdos. Let's go back here. They charged you for 2 years. Yeah, actually, it looks like they charged me for 3 years. So I got to figure that out. But in the meanwhile, let's get this guy priced. Come on, app. Freaking. Ah, there it goes. Okay. I received a package today that I wasn't supposed to. It's a super valuable package. A guy in Korea, he shipped me like 100 of the Ditto Lapras promos. And I thought I'd bought them. I was like, did I buy these and I'm just now getting them? Like, there was a moment of confusion. He messaged me right away. He's like, wait, those weren't for you. Those were for someone else. I was like, oh. It was crazy. It made me think, maybe we don't buy as much as we should. Maybe we should be buying more. But I'm not really in a buying mood right now because we're trying to move. Okay, so the problem for this card is you cannot even find it for sale. You cannot find it for sale. So let's try to find something similar. Topps, Pokemon, Spectra. I cannot find that Zapdos for sale. He's popped 21, by the way. So let's give this a shot. We're looking for any of the birds now. Okay, so I found Articuno, and he's 800. I think 900 might be the perfect price, because if the Articuno is 800 and there's one of those for sale, but there's not a Zapdos for sale, well, I've got one for sale for $900. So, if you ever felt in the past like this was too expensive, now this card might start to look a little bit like a good deal at 900. And I'll tell you why. It's because everything has exploded in price. And if you're getting this one at the price from January, that might actually be a low price. Sometimes Topps cards don't keep up with the market right away. It's like a ripple effect. The most desirable cards reach a new price first, and then something like the Topps cards go up in price a little bit later. So if anything, this could be too low. But I'll let it be up there anyways, because I already knew when I acquired him that I had acquired him in order to turn him into a potential sale. There we go. The Zapdos. That's because I don't generally collect the chrome ones. I like to collect the really, really weird, hard to grade rainbow ones from Top Series 1. Those are my favorite. So that's why. But the chrome's still really good. I've got the chrome Sparkle Charizard, so I'm pretty happy with that. Here, oh my God. This should never even be sold. This is a Topps Wave 4. Tomatoes, that's gross. I've seen people use tomatoes as buns. I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that recently. I've also seen lettuce get used for hamburger buns. They take the burger meat with a nice slice of cheese and then a huge slice of iceberg lettuce, and they wrap it all around the burger, and it's like a bunless burger. So it's healthier for you, right? So, it looks good. It doesn't look that bad. Especially now that I'm on the same train. No more buns. Buns are bad. I've got no clue what to charge for Nekkens like this. This is the problem with these kinds of cards. Let's see. Topps Ekans. That's the problem with this. This is probably a Pop 1 Ekans you guys are looking at. I'm not kidding you. So this appears to be one that we graded ourselves. Now, order in. Yes, let's take care of that order. So take a look at this. You see the sparkly effect in the background? I think I called it Cosmic Hollow. Everyone's got their own name for it. So this is a Wave 4 Hollow. And do you see how it says Pop 7? That actually refers to all print waves. That's Pop 7, all Topps Series 1 print waves. So the likelihood that this is actually Pop 1 is extremely high, because I doubt anyone else has gotten a PSA 10 on Topps Series Wave 4 Ekans, because you can't even find Wave 4. You just can't. They're super hyper rare. We had some. That's how we ran into it. So I don't really know what this is worth. I feel like it's probably Pop 1, and stupid PSA didn't differentiate it when they should have. That's their job, is to understand these things. What do you sell that at? And I just don't know. I think I'm going to put a price tag on it. I'm going to give it a shot. What's this? Is this a wide one? Here we are. Zach says, bro really does not interact with this chat. LMAO, I'm out. See you later, Zach. He rambles a lot. Let him go to chat in a bit. Yeah, I actually do talk with chat quite a lot. I love it. It's funny, on the one hand, to be accused of talking with you guys too much and then not being accused of talking with you enough. You must be like a new guy, Zach. Zach pops in and he goes, what's your rarest card? What's your rarest card? What's your rarest card? And he says, I'm out of here. See you later, Zach. All right. Jesus, dude. Okay, let me grab my sheet. Ugh. This guy sucks. Oh, I'm going to grab one of these. Here we are. I'm sleepy and hungry at the same time. All right. We'll go ahead and put a sticker here. Okay. He did ask for the last 5 minutes. Mr. just rambles a little too much. Probably if he had a green name, I would have seen the message, but he doesn't. He's not a member, so I don't see those messages as easily. Here's Ekans. Here's Ekans PSA 10 Tops Ekans. We are. I know when people with the membership talk, I know they're definitely friends of ours. Let's go ahead and put this down. I don't know if you guys knew that, but that's kind of how it works. My eyes see the green names a lot faster. We are. And I'm confident that's how, YouTube designed it to be like that. Very nice. All right, let's see what's over here. So here's Aaron Cereals, 2 Black Bolt, 1 Rocket, 1 Heat Wave. So think of it like this. I look at the screen. There's a whole, list of messages. I don't ever read 100% of the messages. I read a limited amount. I always read moderator first, and then my eyes go to the green names right after. So that's kind of how it goes. So if you're a new guy with the, with kind of like an icon I don't recognize, and you're not a member either, my brain might not check your comment at all. It checks the other comments first. 2 Black Bolt. All right, here you are. You guys got to remember, there's like a queue of cards. We got to get these cards opened up. Now, Aaron, when you say 1 Rocket, you must be referring to Japanese, right? We got to get these cards open up. I'm looking at my hands. I'm looking at a screen on how to price a card. We're researching a card. So there's a lot going on. And if I don't get your attention right away, that's just how it... you can get mad at a YouTuber for not giving you enough attention. So here's Heat Wave. Here we are. All right. That's why they have things like Super Chats. Here it is. All right. Zach could have asked chat or mods as well. Well, notably, his message was not important either. That's why nobody was repeating it. So nobody was trying to help him get my attention because it wasn't an important message either. What's your rarest card? It's a question we get asked like 5 trillion times. Here's Aaron. All right, Aaron Cereals. Here we are. Yeah, bye, Zach, indeed. Zach, you can't get sour so fast. We're just here to have fun. We're not here to have a fight because I didn't give you enough attention. Holy Jesus, dude. We are. Here's Master Ball Audino. Very nice. Lol, not important. Story of my life. See, I read Troy Malice's messages all the time. But look, I recognize his icon. I know I can recognize him, recognize the name, and I recognize the green. And so my eyes know to go read his messages first. And so since I don't read the whole list, I read limited numbers limited messages on the list, he just gets prioritized. Here it is. And so that's how it's working. I'm sure it's working. It has to work the same way for all YouTubers. That's why they have stuff like, Super Chats. If you got something real important, you got to say. He was asking a very common question. Here we are. All right, let's see. Aaron Cereals. Mister, my wife and I were watching Naked and Afraid earlier. What? And there was a male contestant that had your logo as a tattoo on their arm and chest. What? What are you talking about? Not my exact logo, right? Just a swirl. Can't be my exact logo. No way. All right. So for Black and White era, the price for 135 is referring to question mark. That price will refer to an ETB, which would be 9 packs, I believe. Let me make sure that's correct. Yes, that is correct. So it's referring to an ETB. You're always ignoring mine. Watch, chat. The Jigsaw logo. Mr. Wiz, your most rarest card. Ah, man, I can't be reading that comment. I'm intentionally ignoring it so I can upset you. All right, so Mr. Brett is here. How's it going, Brett? He would like a 151 UPC, 4 live custom boosters, 2 CB Final Fantasies. Oh, yeah, I love it. Okay, big order. So since you're buying those 151 UPCs, and it's been a little while, it's probably a good idea for me to do a update on those, see how those are going, because I also have a finite number of those. In this very crazy Pokemon time, one of my biggest mistakes was selling through pretty much any of my good product, like any of the XY product. All that was a huge loss. Shouldn't have sold any of it. So let's just take a quick look at this. The 151 Premium Collection. Let's all hold hands and summon Mary. All right, and what is our price today? Okay, so I can tell you that the price on the 151 UPC has moved upward. Oh my gosh, the new price today will be $575 in the future. Okay, so $575 on the next order. I don't know if I should check the other ones, but the English 151 has just had a substantial jump. Kind of crazy. That's why I'm saying, like, what's the benefit of even selling them if they're moving up so fast? Mr. Brett, the Pokemon card hobby is absolutely insane right now. I actually think it's crazier right now than it was during COVID. I think this is the craziest I've ever seen it. Can we zoom out? There it goes. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. You hear that, guys? I actually think it's crazier now than it was during COVID. This is the craziest I've ever seen the Pokemon market. All right. All right. There we go. Very nice. Don't let me make you have to update your credit. Prices. I'm a fair weather buyer. Well, I don't know what that means. Fair weather. Here it is. Sometimes products don't move for a long time, Brett, and then when they finally do sell, I go, in a long time, I wonder if it's changed. And I look, and if it's changed substantially, then I got to follow the market. Here we go. But you get this one at the old price, which is a good thing. So you're doing good. We are. Regular ETBs outperforming PCS. Is this a market that crashes after crazy gain like any other normal market? I don't know. I don't know what happens. It's scary. I'm scared. All right. Here's all these. Very nice. Now. Ooh, I love it when you open this. This is so cool. Crazy that this has gotten so expensive. I heard somebody went in and drove up the price of these two items right here. This by itself might explain why the ETB went up so much recently. Not the ETB, the UPC, Ultra Premium Collection. So I was watching TCA Gaming talk about how these got bought out on like TCG Player and like double in price or triple in price or something. And so that would make a lot of sense if somebody was buying these out, that the UPC would suddenly jump in price as a result. Yeah, somebody was buying out all those Mewtwo's for sure. I can't remember if he mentioned the Mew, but I think he did. There we go. All right. Very nice. Very good. So, but you got them. You got some nice ones, man. Ready? Ooh. In San Fran, dude got stabbed by 2 guys for pokies cutting in line incident. Yep. Yep. Everyone keeps talking about that. I wish I could watch the full video of it because I didn't see the full video. I saw that Rattle had his commentary on it, and I don't think he was allowed to show the full video. So, you know, you don't see the moment the guy gets stabbed. You just see them. They're like in a big confrontation with each other. Man, I don't know what it is, but Pokemon card collectors all have the same look. It's always like a hoodie, sweatshirt kind of thing. It's always a hoodie and basketball shorts. It's the same exact look. And so we all got to work on our fashion or something. I'm not very fashionable either, so I'm like the, you know, I can't accuse anyone of anything, but it's, you can almost immediately identify that they're card collectors because of their build and the way they dress. And then they're just start shoving each other, and it turns into fists, and it's like, holy, god dang, dude. This, all right. Put them in the octagon. Let them fight to the death. Winner takes all the pokies. But mister, you're a Pokemon collector. I know. I'm dressed like that too. I'm wearing my basketball shorts as we speak. There you go. You go to Wally World, and what are you going to buy? Jeans? You going to buy jeans? I'm not going to buy jeans. I'm going to start wearing a suit. All right, here we go. Let's see. Zapdos. Pokemon is for grown adults. Step aside. Get these ratty children out of here, man. They don't even have jobs. There you go. I think I told the story how I made that joke with someone on Instagram, and they actually got really offended at me. Like, they took it very seriously, what I said. Look at that. Ooh, wow. Psychic energy. There was a person pulling out a gun at GameStop for Pokemon, so it's not surprising at all. Here it is. Was it you? I'm just kidding. Don't get between Tammy and her Pokemon. She'd go nuts. Here's Golduck, Ekans, Aerodactyl. There we go. It's all these dang unemployed scalpers trying to make a buck. They might be employed as well. You never know. I mean, they might just be looking to get some Pokemon, you know? That's another thing. The whole scalper word is, I think, super overused because the market's so hot right now that everything looks like scalping. And, you know, there is scalping, of course. It is a real thing. Like, for example, I was listening to a story about a guy who gets his product off of the Walmart website through bots. He has bots on several accounts, and he buys out the Walmart website every single time. And then he takes that and he like distributes to Rip and Ships, which I guess I'm a Rip and Ship. And I was just thinking about how crazy that all is. I was like, so that's 2 middlemen. And I was like, well, 3 if you count Walmart as a middleman. Walmart gets a cut, the botter gets a cut, and then the Rip and Ship gets a cut. It's like, oh my God, this is terrible. This is no good. And we were talking the other day about how grocery stores all have vending machines with Pokemons now. And Dick's Sporting Good is a scalper. That's all over the internet. I think Rattle talked about that one too, but I had already ran into that news story on TikTok. There was a guy going around TikTok, viral video. Look at this Gengar. This is good. Look at this, Brett. This is a good one. Love it. By the way, Brett, your card, the Dragonite, is off to PSA right now. PSA is going to have your card any day now because it has been shipped out. We shipped that out with a couple other expensive cards, high-end cards. It's like 2 Victinis, a Gengar, and a Dragonite, and a Cloud. Here we are. There's that Charizard. Nice. Okay. But anyway, so Dick's Sporting Good, they had an inventory of Pokemon cards, and they were all yes, great box. This one came with an Altar. You got the birds. You know, I was worried for you, Brett, because you got the Psychic Energy, and I was like, this is gonna be a bad box. But no, you got a good one. Look at this Zapdos. What's this going for now, guys? Look, it looks clean too. It looks like it's good centering. All right. I would never imagine Pokemon like this back in 2019. Yeah, so like I was saying at the very beginning of the stream, I feel like this is the craziest I've ever seen the hobby. I don't think I've ever seen it more crazy than this. You can't find a single card for sale. Like even during the Logan Paul time period, you could find a Pokemon card for sale. Now, if it's for sale, it's like over $1,000. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, I just looked up the Jim Japanese Gengar, Sabrina's Gengar. I just looked that one up because I was thinking, hey, this is probably like 1.5 thousand. Let's do a red label on this one. So I went to go look it up. No, I was totally wrong. It's like $3,000 or some crazy stuff. I was like, what? When? How did this happen? Because I had only just acquired my Sabrina's Gengar a little while ago for like 1,000, I think. Actually, what did I pay for mine? Did I pay 1 or 1.5? I can't remember. So I paid so much less than that so recently. Jim Gengar. Yep, take a look. So that was on January of 2025, $1,000. And now you type in Gengar Jim Japanese. So you type that in, and you're looking at a $3,000 card now. How? Like what? Three times the value. Where's all this money coming from? Anyways, so that's how crazy it's gotten out there, guys. I don't know what to think of it. These Topps cards won't be as crazy as that, but, you know, will I regret selling them? It's like every card I've sold, I feel like I have regret. But then I also have this philosophy where we have to have cards for sale. We have to. We have to have cards for sale because, I don't know, like when cards are super, super, super crazy. Like, remember when I removed the entire X-White era from the menu? And I was like, no, I got a feeling. I'm not selling these. Remember that, guys? And now, how much is a box of Ancient Origins? It's like 4.7 thousand. Dear God. Crazy. But, you know, I had a gut feeling. I was like, don't sell these anymore. Time to take these down because it's about the hurricane's coming. The tornado of Pokemon card buying is coming. I had that gut feeling. That was an instinct. And so I took it all down, and you guys were asking about it for a while. I was like, what happened to everything? All right, Brett, 4 live customs. That's the next part of the order. Are you ready? No, wait, this is the hollow shuffles. These are the live customs. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, no luck. That's pretty deep. I'm sorry, Brett. That is deep. Brett, when that happens, what you can try to do, if you want, you can try to send in another order for live customs super, super, super fast to make sure you don't get sniped. Like, have your finger on the trigger. Okay, and then 2, collector booster Final Fantasy packs. Oh, yeah. Let's get those collector booster packs. They made ice cream. Pocket TCG did a big thing to the hobby because somebody came back to real card collecting. You think so? You think that... No, I don't think that it was the digital card game. I don't think that's it. I really think it was Terra Festival, Glory of Team Rocket combo, along with the fact that Pokemon card prices started to rise and people jumped on the train. They said, oh my gosh, it's starting to rise. But I think it was because really Scarlet Violet had very poor success for a while. And so when it started having good success, everyone got back into it. They said, hold on, you know, there's some virality to this. There's some value to these. Now, here they are. These are the Final Fantasy. You could just open these all night, Brett. These Final Fantasy packets are amazing, and we got 3 boxes left. You've got a chance for a $60,000 card. Is it 60? How much does the gold chocobo go for now, everybody? Does anyone have numbers on that real quick? The best pull in this set is shockingly valuable, but that's why the boosters cost so much. So the boosters are a very big premium, and the top pull is astoundingly expensive. All right, so we'll snip that. All right, Brett, I see you placed an order for some more lives. We are? Mister, your shoes are untied. What? I'm going to go check them. All right, so we've got Bird. You did it. You pulled Chocobo. Oh, Arden the Usurper. Okay, that's a search foil for Arden. Newfound Adventure. Celeste Rune Knight. Wow, that's a mythic rare too. That's cool, man. Look at that, everybody. Wow, 2 search foils. That's not bad. Yuna's Decision. That's nice. Ultimate Magic. Holy. Triple Triad. Mountain. All right, so I would say this box has 2 search foils in it with Celeste, and I think that it just paid for itself. Do you see what I'm saying? So even though these packs cost more, your potential for what could come out of the pack is higher too. So it kind of just, it can easily pay for itself. Look at that. Goob says $240 for that card, if I'm right. This one right here, $240. Wow, look at that. Crazy. By the way, if you need help grading any of these, we are doing $39 per card for PSA. And I'd probably grade most of these with PSA. You could have me pre-grade it for BGS if you wish. Because if it looks like it's perfect, we can send it to BGS. Here's Arden the Usurper. So he's also a Surge Foil and should have some value too. So you got probably more than I bet you if he's like 40 or 50 bucks and this is 240, then that, you're talking like 290 raw. Just between the two cards. Of course, I don't know what Arden would cost, but he's a Surge Foil, so he's got to be decent. Now let's see what else we have in here. We have Anima, Ifrit, Sid. Look at that, Cactuar. I would say Cactuar is good. Cactuar is, in my opinion, another gradable card. Combat Tutorial. All right. I love the Cactuar card. It's very iconic, very Final Fantasy. We are. Iconic monster. If I were you, if this could grade 10, I would certainly grade it 10, because I bet you this one card would go for almost 100 in a 10. Now, packet number 2. Please, let's get lucky twice. Come on. All right. I got Sephiroth in the mail today. Nice. That is so good. Squall. So notice the Squall is a standard holo this time, not a Surge Foil. And he's okay. The Imperial City of Arcades. Jekt, Reluctant Guardian. Emmett Selch of the third seat. Valifor, it's tricky to say all that. Lindblom, Industrial Regency. All right, so this pack, not quite as crazy as the first one. So they balance out maybe a little bit. But this Imperial City of Arcades looks nice. We are. Okay, so that was a holographic this time. And a Valifor, Jekt. I'm going to give Jekt his own sleeve. All right. He's a two-sided card. Put the cards you think I need to grade aside, and I'll pay you the $39 a piece for grading. You know, that sounds like probably what I ought to do. I probably ought to help you out with these a little bit. I can see somebody just sent in for another Final Fantasy pack. I'm telling you, these Final Fantasy cards are super hot. Super hot. These are what's selling. Here's Plains. Summon Chocomog. Renoa Heartilly. Crystal Fragments. Gladiolus, Dark Knight Greatsword, Warrior Sword, Vincent Limit Break, and Aerith Rescue Mission. That's a cool one. I like that. So there's some cards that you could grade. Like, see this one? It's got Tifa, it's got Cloud, it's got Barrett. I think his name's Barrett. And so this one's a cool card to grade just because of those characters being on it. But you don't have to grade it. And then there's some you certainly wouldn't want to skip grading at all. Like this one's kind of nice too. It's got Chocomog on it. Very cute. So that one could do well as a graded card. Jekt could potentially be graded. Squall could potentially be graded. I would definitely want those to be 10s before you grade them. Now let's take a quick look at the Cactuar. I'll do a quick pre-grade on them. Yeah, Cactuar's good actually. These are really clean. So Cactuar's not so bad. Arden the Usurper. Would I grade him? I would certainly think about it because he's a Surge Foil. And he's got that, you know, kind of like full art style going on the card. Now let's check the back real fast. Just a quick glance at it. Yeah, it looks real nice. So your Arden looks real nice. And then Celeste, you got to grade this one. Mythic Rare, they said $240 in value. Okay, so maybe slightly off center on this one. This one's a bit thinner in this corner compared to the diagonal corner. So there's slight off centering here. Might still have a shot. It might still have a shot at a 10. It looks like it's borderline. So, yeah, I would definitely grade the expensive one. Because even if it grades 9, you're going to have it graded. That means it's authenticated. And you got to take a shot on the good ones, you know. We are. So I would definitely send in Arden and Celeste. Up to you if you want to do the Cactuar. Because the gamble on the Cactuar is that somebody wants it enough that they'll pay like, you know, $100 on it. But if they won't spend $100 on it, then you might not make as much money. Actually, you know, if it just made like, if it just sold for like 65 or 70, you would be making like 25 to 30 bucks. Yo, I would grade that one. I would certainly grade this one. Don't forget Renoa. You think the Renoa is good? Look at this Cactuar. Yeah, I love the Cactuar. I'm not even a huge Final Fantasy fan, but I know enough about it. Like I played one game with Cactuars in it. I know enough about it that I know Cactuar is a big deal. It is. Iconic little fun character. So there's Squall, there's Ject. You said Renoa, huh? Pick the top 5. You got it. So we'll do that. So I've got 3 for you here. And then out of here, you got to consider this Zapdos. This Gengar's 2 off center. These are always good, man. That's off center. That's off center. Okay, so see these promos? Those are off center. But yeah, I'd consider the Metal Mew for sure. So you've got a top 5 right here. Look at that, guys. So he went deep tonight. He put in an order for a 151 UPC and 2 packs of the, here it is, 2 packs of the Final Fantasy collector packs. And he's set now. He has a full round of cards to send in for grading. This could be 5 PSA 10s for you right here if they grade well. Pay for the whole thing. Let's see. Meaning they could pay for your entire order. This could add up easily into the cost of the order. All right, look at that. What's that Metal Mew going for these days? Probably more. It used to be really cheap. I bet it's getting expensive. And the Zapdos is a really solid card. Renoa is better than Moggle. Renoa is better than Moggle? All right, set that there. Now, Mr. Brett, I'm going to put this into a baggie. Mr. 1 pack of Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering, USDC sent. Thank you very much, Mr. Lance. Appreciate it. All right. Oops. So we got some fresh Topps cards on the table right now. These are high-end, low-pop, vintage Pokemon cards. If you guys are looking for a slab away, that is Rainbow Spectra Zapdos from a Topps Chrome booster pack for only $900. That's about the cost. By the way, if you don't understand it, that's a rare card from the pack, and that's about the price of 1.5 of those packs. 1.5 packs, PSA 10, only pop 21. The price is right. That's the way I see it. Okay, Mr. Brett. He's also a legendary. The Ekans over here on the left is clearly not a legendary, but the Zapdos, he's a legendary. It's a solid pull. Solid card here. Still under 1,000. And this guy's very special because he's Cosmic Wave 4. And his real population's probably 1, not 7. 7 includes all print waves. So that includes Ray, Silver Foil, where it's just the Silver Foil, Teardrops, and Cosmic. 7, yeah, I bet the Ekans is pop 1. I can only speculate, but I feel confident. Okay, so your box is full, by the way, Brett. So your box with all the slabs in it is full. That means... Knock it off, I'm sorry. Hi, I'm sorry, knock it off. Now I'm sorry, what? So here we go, we'll set this here. And let's go ahead and mark these for Brett. Sound good, Brett? Now, I would just be sending these to PSA. Okay, how you guys doing tonight? By the way, welcome to the Late Night Tuesday stream. You guys are my best friends. You guys show up every night. Some of you guys show up every night. Who here shows up just about every single night? Name yourself if you think you show up every night. We are. And if you're in the audience and you think you see somebody who's here nearly every night, point them out. Six is here almost every night. That's true. I barely ever hear, says Larry Larry. James B. in the last 3 months for sure. Justin French. This is my family. We are. We are. Well, the only way we can be family is if we kiss. But we can be best friends. We are. Look at that. Brett Love. Oh. That or if we got violent with each other. Because, you know, you only hit the ones you love. You just... Put this over here. Oh, no. All right, let's see. Scooby-doo-ba-doo. Scooby-pop, Scooby-pop. So here is a giveaway we did not finish, and it's Tuesday night. And it looks like he has 3 spots left on it. And so, you know who really is here super consistently? Is 6 already on this list? 6, you're on spot 14, okay? So I'm going to give spot number 18 to Troy Malice. That dude is here religiously, man. I love it. So Troy Malice. Who else? Alex is here all the time. True, yeah. Alex is pretty consistent. That's true. And then number 20. Me, but just watching, not texting or buying. I'm from Germany, so your night stream is my morning routine during fitness. Oh, cool, man. Hey, you know what's cool, Mr. Alpha? I actually just bought 2 German cards. I bought a reverse foil Shuckle from, was it Expedition? And then I bought a reverse foil Houndour, and I believe that was Sky Ridge. So I just bought those from Germany. Did you ever find a guy to do your eBay? I did, actually, yeah. I was here 2 years ago, but my card bundle at your house is probably already disposed. Yeah, that definitely happens after a very long period of time. I assume that you just really like me and you want to do a little donation. Me, Pokemon's for me, mister. Who's here virtually all the time? There's only one spot left. I'm just going to try and pick somebody, okay? It's really kind of hard to say. You know what? I'm going to put down Mr. A. Perez. Tammy's here all the time, too. Here it is. I think Tammy's already on this. She's number 3. So, Tammy, you're already on it. 6 is already on it. So, we got Troy, Alex, and A. Perez. Okay, cool. Now, this is just a little... This isn't a crazy card, you know. That's landing on 14, which is 6. You got it, 6. What? I do not get it. All right. Those are some pokey blessings, 6. Wow. That's intense, man. Now, it's not a crazy card, 6. It's a lovely Slow King, but he's only a 9. Maybe you could cross him into a 10, but... you know, when you look him over carefully, watch this. Let's zoom in. So take a look at that. Not a white corner... But if you tilt it, there's a bit of a lip there. Do you see that little ledge? The little edge is sticking up. Over here as well, you'll see a little bit of that. See, it's got a lip. I call it a lip. There we are. Like that thing you smooch each other with. So I believe the edges have lips. And so with all this grading I do with PSA, I learn stuff. I go, PSA doesn't like lips on the edges of the card. So when we do Cardconomist grading, that sort of harsh grading standards applied to our cards too, because I learn all the time. Here we are. You know, in the past, it wasn't like that. You could actually submit cards with lips on them and they'd get 10s. I know that for a fact. We graded tons of XY era cards with lips on the edges, and I had the exact same curiosity when they were submitted. I was like, will PSA accept this strange cutting problem? And they would. Now they do not. So their standard is so strict in the new certification. Their standard is so strict. And so you really have to think of it like a pristine grade. You go, 6. Mr. Don't Like Me, because I tried to give him a hug. What? Legend out of lip. TCC Simps for the girls, since it's a sausage fest in here. There's a surprising number of girls. There's girls. Jennifer Yap, Tammy, 6, Sarah Dusenberry, Cuddly Cactus. We have Emily. Emily, she's new. We had a Miss Daniela. She seemed to be a girl. We've had a Lindsay. Lindsay comes to mind. So Lindsay, but she doesn't show up all the time. I'm missing some, right? I'm definitely missing people. If I'm missing other girls, let me know. But we get some girls in here. When you guys don't scare them off. It's so many babes in here. All right. Thank you so much, Brett, for the big order tonight. Now, let's take care of the next person in the queue in the order that they ordered. So, Steven is next for a pack of black and white. Here you go, Steven. Mr. Steven. So, we just handed out a slab, but we got more stuff we can hand out, and we got more slabs to price, too. Here we are. Very nice. You know, that Slow King, I bet I could have sold that to our friend Ivan for like $10, and he would have happily gobbled it up. He'd been like, yay! Was it Karen? Here we are. Was who Karen? What was the name of the girl that scammed you out of a bunch of products a couple years ago? Oh, right. Her name, I believe it was Karen, except it was like spelled funny, right? Look at this Shining Lugia. This Shining Lugia was like $500 just a little while ago when I acquired him, because I said, you know what we don't have? Shining Lugia. Now I look back on him, he's like $1,000 again. Shocking. Just shocking, everybody. I don't know what to think. Steven, the card market is insanity. It's really crazy. We are. A Karen scammed Mr. It wasn't Andy Poips. It was an international buyer, and they wanted me to ship, by the way, to an address other than the one on their PayPal. And they ran a massive chargeback. Really big chargeback. So, you know, and those are the things you deal with. But you got PayPal seller protection, you got a dispute system, and PayPal almost always sides with me. I don't know if you guys knew that. PayPal, they know me, they know what I do, they know sometimes customers want to try and get cards for free and all that, so they side with me. I would say they side with me just about 99% of the time, and it's very hard to get away with a chargeback on a Pokemon card purchase. PayPal knows my business. I have my own representative at PayPal, and who, like a guy who handles just my account, and we earn PayPal. I couldn't say how much I couldn't say how much we earn them, because then you'd know how many sales we do, which maybe that doesn't matter. I don't know. But we make them a handsome amount of money. PayPal makes Uber's amounts of money off of us. So, let's see. Because of those PayPal fees! Darn you, PayPal! So, we've got the next order being... This is Aaron Searles, 2 Black Bolt, 1 Glory, 1 Heat Wave. Okay, a repeat of the previous order, right? That's what that is. Where'd my where'd the Team Rocket set go? Is this it? Ugh. Here it is. Take pal. Yeah. More like pay thief. No, but they've been very good to me. I appreciate them. They've been very good to me. 2 Black Bolt. We are 2 Black Bolt. There we go. Mister, put it in the Pokepot. It needs love, like you said. Oh, I missed it. It's fine. Maybe next time. Yes, the Pokepot. My bad. There we go. She worked over a distribution guy by shaking her bits. Ooh. It's fine, maybe next. The prices are so insane right now. Selling a lot of my XY and SM cards that aren't even popular for insane margins. I don't know what to think, Alex. It's like shocking. I can't, like, I knew it was a good market. I knew it was a good market by the time Prismatic came out. I was like, this is a hot market. But it's only gotten so much worse from there. And I honestly don't know what to think. You know, it'd be really interesting if I just took 100% of my collection right now and just sold the whole thing. Just completely liquidated as fast as possible in the next week. You can sort of do that. You can put it all for sale on a place like eBay or something, auction it, I don't know. Just get the whole thing out and then just bada bing, bada boom, go put it all in a new home or something. The thought does occur to me from time to time, you know, scoop all that money out and then buy a really conservative thing, a piece of property, and then just be like, all right, I'm done. But my wife would probably like that, but I wouldn't like it. I want to hold on to my cards for 20 years. That's the plan. But boy, it tempts you. Tempts you every now and then. You get tempted. This guy, he's in your soul going, sell them all. All right. Aaron Searles. Hello, Aaron. How are you? I'm considering that too, honestly. I'm sure a lot of people are. And that's how you still find these cards at all. Like if you find them for sale at all, it's always somebody who says, all right, I quit. I'm out. I need a car, I need a healthcare bill, I need a new home, I need to pay for my degree, whatever it is. And they're out. And then some big whale, perhaps like myself, comes and scoops it up, you know. And what did I buy last? I bought actually some cards. Do you guys want to see my recent purchases? Who here wants to see my recent purchases? I'll show you my recent purchases that have arrived if you want. You guys should know about that. It'll be a fun thing. You know, I used to show off my purchases every single time so that people could copy my moves if they wanted. Next up, we got Brett Love for live custom boosters. You got it, Brett? All right, Brett, going deep. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my God. 4. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry, Mr. Brett. Those are 4 cold ones. 4 cold live customs. Brett, the live customs are your bane, I feel. All right. That's Mr. Brett. Now we have an order for 1 pack of Final Fantasy. It is. All right. I'm moving the money into BGS 10 one-piece mangas. Oh, you like those BGS 10 grades. You know, if you don't own a black label, guys, you don't understand how addictive the black label cards are. Those black labels, you know, sing some kind of evil siren song to your heart. Here's Burb. Look at that Burb. Go, Master of Mimicry. Wow, you get another Surge Foil. Look at this. So this is for Mr. Lance S. We got another Surge Foil popping out. Okay. The Emperor. Hell Tyrant. Non-hollow. Golbez. Tella. Great Sage. Chocobo Knights. Edgar. No Gamaka. Here's Mountain. Fang. Fearless Lasai. Nice. Fenrir. Lionheart. Barrett, he's cool. Circle of Power, Crossroads, Town Greeter. Okay, very cool. Let's get Barrett in the front. I like Barrett. Luckily, I purchased 6 Mewtwo Shining Legend PSA 10s before they shot up like they have right now. When I saw them go to 2.4, I should have just bought one. Now they're like 4,000, and I'm going, I'm out. I'm definitely out. Well, I felt like I was out at 2K, but I'm definitely not buying in at 4,000. No way. No way. You can have them. It's so high, I don't get it. It's just too high. Here it is. It's way too high of a price. 4,000's way too high. I'd rather go buy another Magikarp from Paldea Evolved at that price. Here we are. Look at that. Go Gadget helicopter. There we go. I sent 30 on Ethereum for 6 shots at the Poke Shuffle. Jay Glaze. Thank you, Mr. J. Appreciate it, man. All right. By the way, if you guys really like using crypto, my favorite crypto to receive is the USDC. For some reason, I don't get any fees for USDC. Coinbase lets you transfer between USDC and the US dollar with no fees. I don't know why. They just do. Unless I don't understand it. Maybe I don't understand it. But just letting you know that. I'll accept whatever you have, though, because I know it might cost you a fee to convert it. So I don't know how it all works. So I want you to be happy with whatever we do. Larry Ellis, I think this might be you. Lance. So, Lance, that's not a Chocobo, notably, which means I think we need to open more of this. It's non-transactional fees because it's backed by the US dollar, so the reserve is just exchanged. Here we are. Yeah, I like that. I like the no fees because, believe it or not, the heaviest fees of any pay system, pay app, technically it's crypto. So I'm going to go get a drink of water, and I'm going to go get my recent purchases and share them off to you guys. All right, here we are. You shouldn't get charged for Venmo, correct? Venmo has a smaller fee than PayPal, but it does have a fee, yes. All right, so I got a couple of these. Hopefully they grade 10. They probably won't. I've got this. So there's Manga Trafalgar Law to be an eventual break, but first, this one needs to go off. So he'll be available when that guy's done. So we'll just set this guy here just to rest easy. And then we got one Victini, two Victini. So there's two more Victinis. Gold Star Umbreon, which I thought had room to grow. And then I got this one really expensive card. Are you ready? So I really like this one. Emerald Pikachu for 1.6. Really expensive. Super low pop. Looks like I've also got this BGS Pichu Legendary Collection. That's going to be clearly a future break. I like to have a range of break pricing. So like some people really like the big breaks, like the rare candy breaks. But clearly also breaks that have fewer spots do well too. So if you can get a break running for like 6 spots and it's a vintage card, people like that. So that's a 2.5. And we got a little Legend Maker and a little, here's a little Team Rocket. And another Team Rocket. But the top of the pack is all kind of smushed. I don't like that. Huh. And these packs don't come out straight out of boxes, you know. All right. So a couple vintage packs. We could chew into this guy right now probably if we wanted. I feel like such a peasant. I don't know why it triggers me. Maybe because I have headphones on. Every time you drink something, you make a noise after me. That's my favorite taste. There we go. Just having a drink. All right. That looks a little bit better. Cool. So I get that ready to go. Set these to the side in the grading pile. So my Victinis I'll grade my Victinis separate from your Victini. I'm going to send a couple out myself to grade. I think I'm just going to have those 2 and that's it. I think we went deep enough. You guys had a couple. I got 2. We're all good on those Victinis for now. You can only focus on one, thing in the hobby at a time for so much. You don't want to over-focus. Okay. When you do the ugh noise, though, is hilarious. Roasted. There we go. Look at that. Umbreon Gold Star. So he's from 2021. He's 4 years old. And I just like him. He's Umbreon. He goes into this box of like cards that have an accessible price that are ready to be turned into breaks. This Pikachu is special. Look at this new sleeve. eBay authentication guaranteed. Nah. No thanks. The girl moan? What girl moan? That noise is coming out of a man. That's a man moan. What, men aren't allowed to moan? That's sexism. Let's see. 6, they're trying to tell me I'm not allowed to moan. Ain't right. Yeah. Okay. Every time I've ever seen this Pikachu card for sale, he's always been exceptionally expensive. You know what I like about this one? He's got the recent certification on him too. I think that was part of my decision to make the purchase. The recent certification on this one. Okay. They said I can't moan, 6. That's a man moan. There it is. Wow. I've never seen that Pikachu. He's from the exceptionally rare Emerald collection. One of my favorite collections. I'm notably not a Pikachu collector, so this Pikachu will be held as a card that other people like, but I am not a Pikachu collector myself. He was purchased for $1,635. On 7/25. And let's go ahead and pick up the... don't buy into that, by the way. That's not right. This price down here, we got to update that. That rocket pack is not for sale yet. We haven't chosen a price on that. All right, let's see. Okay. Okay, so we've got the population on him. He's population 28. That's pop 28 on this card. That's pretty dang low pop. And there's this thing going on where everyone else has come to the same conclusion that I made almost 3 years ago, that it's really the Gold Star era that you want to collect the cards out of. So, you know, there must be some other guys doing the same thing I was doing. They're buying all these EX era cards. That is a fancy looking Pichu, isn't it? Just gotta zoom in. Pretty neat. All right. How much for that rocket pack? So this rocket pack, you want the whole pack, Mr. Aerospace Man? I'll let you buy the whole thing if you'd like. Give me a second, Mr. Aerospace Man. I'm going to come up with the price for you, okay? All right. So... says I should try to sell it for about 360. All right. Also, it says I should have received 4 of these. When was this delivered? Was this delivered today? Oh no, that was delivered on June 30. June 30. Does that mean there's a packet of cards I didn't bring in the room? Because I didn't see 4 of them. Weird. I don't know. All right. Oh. All right. Let me know if you'd like to buy that one, Mr. Brett. How much is your Pikachu? While you're thinking about it, I'm going to set it up as a break. All right. There it is. We're going to have it sit at that range. Now, if he decides to buy this, guys, I'm going to let him have the whole thing, okay? As for this Pikachu, I don't know what I'd sell it at. I don't think he should be for sale. He should go into that 20-year collection. He should be in the 20-year collection. Okay, what do we got next? What do we got next? Mr. James Beam says he wants in the rocket break, back when it said $34. So you overpaid by $1. I think there's one of that Pikachu live in auction on Z&G. Oh, yeah, there is. I saw that. Yes, I saw that. I don't know if I'd bid on it. I think I'm just going to be okay with the one that I have. I'm probably affecting that auction. Since this one sold for 1.6, those guys are probably now looking at the one in auction going, oh, no, I got to bid at least 1.6. Heck, maybe I should go put in a minimum bid on it. Is it at 1.6? What is it at? Let's see. Emerald Pikachu. Pichu. Oh, there's one for sale for $7,000 now. The one in auction is at 1.6. So I just bought this card. Oh, look. So, oh, but this one's French. So the French one is for sale for 2.2. And there's the one in English in auction with 5 days left, already at 1.6, which is what I bought mine at. And then look, here's the, oh, it says corrected hollow. What does that mean? But whatever the case is here, this just appears to be Pikachu like this one. And he went 7,000 for it. But is it because of the corrected? He doesn't explain what he means by corrected. Maybe he meant to say reverse hollow. Yeah, no clue what he means there. Maybe it's something about the Pikachu I'm not aware of. Crazy, though, that the auction's already at 1.6, so that would mean that I probably got it at a good price at 1.6. But, yeah, I don't know. Pokemon prices are just really insane right now. All right, Mr. James, I'm going to go ahead and focus on the next order right now. We have Mr. Eddie Mendoza, 2 live. That is the next order in the queue. Let me see. Brett also sent money, but it's for the grading. Okay, very cool, man. So, Brett, your grading is in. Actually, the next order is this $31 ETH order. What was the ETH order again for? It was for 6 Poke Shuffles, correct? All right, 6 Poke Shuffles. That is actually the next order. 6 Poke Shuffles. That is the oldest order in the queue. Here it goes. All right, Mr. J Glaze. Good luck in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. People enjoy the Poke Shuffles because of how affordable they are. They're pretty cheap. And they're effectively like a $5 break. Like, we do breaks like this, but you got to buy in at 40. Well, the Poke Shuffle lets you buy in at 5. Here we go. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, but you've got a cold round. That is a cold round, Mr. J. I'm sorry, man. You can keep these bulk cards if you like. They are yours. I can put them in a bag for you. Or I can donate them back to the box if you'd like. Whatever you prefer. But these are yours. I'll set them here for now. But if you want them, I'll go grab them. They're yours. So you can have me put them in a bag. All right. Send at 58 for 1 live custom. Yes. So the live customs are easy because they're in one line. It goes Eddie, then 6, then Lucas Launch. So there it is. Those are the orders for the live customs. The first live custom order is Eddie Mendoza. It's very easy to know exactly the order of these because since they're all through PayPal, PayPal puts them in the exact order they arrived. So Eddie showed up first. You ready? 2 live customs, Mr. Eddie. The only time we got to do a careful time comparison is when it's like PayPal versus Cash App. Then you got to check the time really carefully, make sure you get in just the right order. But when it's PayPal, it's just like in a straight line. Here goes. You ready? So Eddie, it was the next one, of course. Eddie Mendoza, 2 packs. He got 2, an extra one, just to be careful. What do we have? CGC 10 Zard. Charizard. All right, that is in fact a card worth hunting for. There it is. Oh, man. I'm sorry, Mr. Brett. Those live customs, man, they get you. Now, this is a special Charizard. Take a closer look. This is a green label Charizard. Do you see the back? So that's Print Wave 3 or whatever you think it is. They say Series 1/6 3rd print. So that's a very special print run, and it's very rare. You're not going to find that very often. That would be the Tears Drop print run. Okay, but since this isn't a holographic, you don't see the tears. What time you arrived at my order? Hold on, let me play this music. Okay, and I can just tell you that it says 2:57 a.m., 17 minutes ago. 6's order is 2:56 a.m., and Eddie Berto is 2:56 a.m., but it places his order as having arrived before hers. So I'm just doing it exactly how the queue shows up, and the queue is based on timing. It is. All right, very nice. Ooh. Ooh. All right, Mr. Eddie Berto. It's one of the reasons to shop here is because you can trust me to very strictly follow that line. I've even had people who really like me, they spend a lot of money with me, and because of the line strictness, I tell them, sorry, I gotta let this person snipe you, and then they really don't like me as much afterwards. But it's like a religious thing for me. I won't break it. You can't make me break it. So this is Eddie Mendoza. Ooh, I gave you the nice sleeve too. Did you check the seconds? Yeah, so the seconds won't matter here because this is the actual PayPal queue. This is the direct PayPal queue. PayPal sends the orders in the exact order they show up. But if you'd like, I can open up the seconds anyways. You ready? So, let's see. It says here for Eddie Mendoza, 56, semicolon, 36. All right. And then for 6, it's going to say, where is it? Show original. All right. For you, it's saying 5646. So you want to see this? Look. Oops. Got it. Yeah, unplug it. 5646. That's the time that it arrives. And for him, it was, grab that, 5636. So there you go. You can see how close it is. So you and him ordered within the same minute, but we're mere seconds apart. And because you had the same idea. But those seconds are the deciding factor. And I didn't even have to check that because PayPal just orders it for me. There it is. All right. There we go. So it is 6 next, and it is going to be probably a miss, right? 6. Zoop. Okay, one cold one. And then after 6, it is Lucas Lange. All right, Lucas, here you are. You can't change your live custom orders. No, Mr. Lucas, I'm afraid you can't change your live custom once you're in there. There it is. Lucas, you got one cold live custom. Here it is. So, Lucas, you got the ball toy. 6, you got the guy with the mustache. Yeah, so when it comes to the live customs, once you're in, we don't let you back out because, you know, you understand, right? You understand why. Basically, if people could just back out after the hit came out, everyone would pile in and then just, okay, I don't want it now that the hit's pulled. So we can't allow that for live customs. We actually also do not allow that for sealed product either. So let's say everyone's buying like Team Rocket, Glory of Team Rocket boosters, and the Mewtwo comes out and you got an order for a whole box of Glory of Team Rocket. You can no longer come to me and say, I'd like to cancel the order. You have to cancel it before the Mewtwo's pulled. Okay, so like for example with the live customs, if the big hit had not come out and you said, wait a second, I don't want those live customs, I could have at that point said maybe, but even then I might have forced you to open it. But especially with the sealed products, if the Mewtwo has not come out, you want out of those particular sealed products, I'd be like, all right, let's swap you. So the rules are really strict on that because we want to make sure that people are forced to buy into the cold part of the box as part of the agreement of any break. That's kind of how it works. Like you and your brother, you want to buy a box of Pokemon cards together, and you're saying, you know what? Now that you've pulled the Charizard on your side of the box, I want my money back on the box. You have to buy the whole box to yourself or something. You know what I mean? So we don't allow that, unfortunate. But yeah, that's a very common rule. I'm sure all streams do it the same way. All right, he did it 10 seconds earlier than you. I'm confused. If I was 40 and they were 30, wouldn't that mean I waited longer? I think it just means that they sent theirs earlier. Yeah. We are all confused. Sniped. Yeah, so think about it. What the code's showing is I believe that shows when the email actually arrived. So if it showed up at 36 and yours showed up at 46, it means your email showed up about 10 seconds afterwards, or technically payment showed up about 10 seconds afterwards. And you never know, like you might have truly sent it first, but maybe it takes time for PayPal to process. Those are things I wouldn't even know. So maybe you have faster internet than him. Maybe PayPal likes you better and it does it first. We don't know that kind of stuff. All I know is the rules state we go exactly according to the line. Here we are. In order to avoid any craziness, you know. All right, so Mr. Lucas. I'm sorry, Lucas. I could tell you wanted that one. It was a low-hanging fruit. By the way, nobody here has mentioned how gracious Mr. Brett Love is, because you guys realize Mr. Brett went 8 spots deep and didn't complain at all about being sniped by the 3 of you guys. So he's a good sport, and that's the way to be, guys. That's the way to be. You want to be a good sport about it so that every time you come back here, everyone likes you and you like them and you enjoy what's happening. So you want to be always a good sport about it. And you can always press me to show all the details about the line. That's perfectly fine. That's like my own policy. If you ever want to see those times, I'll share you the times. If you ever really, really don't trust me, I can record a private video between you and the other person or something, because I try not to show all the details of the email because I think there's probably a doxing rule or something. So I can only show so much direct screenshots because I don't know, they will... I don't think it's illegal. I don't know what the rules are on doxing, to be honest. So I got to be careful not to show too much on screen. But yeah, those were the numbers. And, you know, I mean, I have no incentive to do anything but do it all in the most honest way. I don't think anyone would think I would ever not do it in the honest way. I think the only question you would have is, did you do it, you know, you didn't screw it up, did you? Because occasionally I do screw things up. Like that one time we had to redo a break because I had 2 extra booster packs in it. Jesus. Here's Mr. James. All right, so he wants into the Team Rocket. And then he sent me $3 more. And he said he wants a bag sort as well. You got it. James Beam. Oh my gosh, it's Chris Kyle. Where? What? Everyone has their turn. Private video, you say. I feel the tension in the air. The price you pay for trying to snipe. Got 500 open, something for me. Got $500, open something for me. Would you like to open up this pack here for $360, Mr. Brett? This is a vintage Team Rocket pack. You gotta let me know because I'll set up, well, I tell you what, let's have this one be the break. I can get you another one. We had 2 packs, didn't we? Where'd the other pack go? Did I put it to my left? Where'd I put the other pack? There was another one. I don't even know where it went. Oh, is this it? Here it is. Yes. He says yes. So I'll open this one for you. This one will be the break, and this one will be for you. So this is a second Team Rocket pack. So how does that sound? So I had 2 of them ready to go. They just arrived. Might as well have a little fun with them. And this can be James Beam taking the first spot in here. Here you go, James. All right. 33 for a rocket break spot. Yep, we're doing a rocket break. One of the most popular breaks there is. People love the rocket breaks. If you get a dark magneton and it grades 10, you can sell it to me. I love those. Dark magneton 10, I am a definite buyer on one of those. By the way, with these slabs getting so expensive, maybe it's time to revisit vintage packs and see if the prices have kept up. Maybe that's the thing to pay attention to. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. So here is another order for a pack of Final Fantasy, right? That's for Mr. Lance, correct? Mr. Lance? How's it going tonight, Mr. Lance? That's 2 packs of Final Fantasy being opened by Lance tonight. Come on, Chocobo. Mister, it's been a minute, but is my bag still there? Sergio Urzua. Oh, that reminds me. James also asked for a bag sort, didn't he? So, Sergio Urzua, as long as it hasn't been a year, okay? Let's see. Sean, Sergio Espinoza, Sergio Urzua. Says 924 on it. You're safe, because it's 725, which means you have 2 months before it's a year old. But I don't know. I wouldn't wait any longer. I would go ahead and definitely ship out. You can also order a bag update for $5. If you're international, it's free. So you can get a bag update. All you have to do is check in with me. All right, this is sold. All right, cool. So we got some cool stuff getting open. So here's a big pack. And we are opening up a Team Rocket pack for Brett. That's going to be awesome. Hey, what's up, Lance? He says, how's your night going, mister? So far, so good. It's been a good night. We had a run on the live customs, a very common occurrence. Cypher Almazy, Mr. Cypher. Vanadil Adventurers. Terra, Herald of Hope. Edgar, Master Machinist. Stiltskin, Moogle Merchant. The Masume, that's so cool. All right, so my perspective. The Masume is kind of cool. Vanadil Adventurers, I don't know. We are. And Cypher. I've seen Cypher before. I don't know if Cypher's super popular. All right, so here's Cypher. He's got like a gun knife. How nice. And then over here we've got Forrest, Summer Esperama, Judge Magister Gabranth, Side Quest, Raise a Kokobo, Zidane, Graha, Fight On, Slash, and Namazu. What? Dark Zard incoming. Let's go blast off again. I'll ship if it is. It sure is. And you can also add stuff to the bag before it ships out. All that. It's all good. Here we are. Yes, you can keep your stuff over here for up to 1 full year. That's the agreement. But you don't want to do longer than a year. Not a good idea. You are? Ooh. Now, we'll put this into your bag, Mr. Lance. You pulled Raise a Kokobo. Not the same as the Golden Kokobo. He's the number 2 bad guy in Final Fantasy VIII. It's Gunblade Shees. Shees. So that is taken care of. Thank you so much, Lance. We have more packs if you want to go deeper, by the way. And Mr. Brett is back, so he would like this rocket pack opening. So let's grab this rocket pack. All right, so these are getting harder to replace, and we just sold through 2 of them. Okay. One of them is going to Brett, and the other one is being turned into a break. So here goes, Mr. Brett. Let's see what we got in here. Feels heavy to me. Feels like a heavy pack. What do you guys think? What do we got? Oh, that tore nice and easy. I like that. Okay. Definitely a heavy pack. 1, 2, 3. Looks like a light pack to me. All right. We are. Set this to the side. And we've got Diglett, Ponyta, Magnemite, Dratini. Dratini's nice. Rattata, Coughing, Drowsy, Magikarp Uncommon, Porygon, and Dark Muck. All right, very nice. I think it's a holo. I don't know. So here's Porygon. Magikarp, Drowsy, Coughing. Here's Rattata, Dratini, Magnemite, Ponyta. Okay, and Diglett. All right, now how about this card, the rare? Oh, very nice. Dark Gyarados. Wow, that's actually really decent. The Dark Gyarados is good. There's just one problem. I noticed this. The poor thing's bent. Oh, man. Why has it got a slight bend on it? That must have happened during manufacturing or something. The card looks pretty clean otherwise. Wow. Dang, dude. Man, you can never get a good card. It's so hard. I've seen stuff like that before on these. I think it's because, you know, when they manufacture these cards, yeah, these are all really clean. Like, look, that looks like it's a potential 10. Look at that. These are very clean cards. So that one's not. That one's got a little thing down here. Yes, these are very nice. So, but the Dark Gyarados has an issue. So when they print these cards, they get handled on big sheets. And if you've ever watched a video of them working, they just scoop the sheets up with their gloves on and, you know, chuck them around. And so occasionally you get a card and it's got a problem with it. You find, like, for example, we pulled a nice card out of Final Fantasy the other day and we flipped it around and it had a whole bend in the middle right here. Dang, dude. Man, that sucks. Why do Gary's always got so many damages and misprints? I don't know. Well, let's take a look at this. You know, it's nice. Your pack didn't have any trainers in it, so that was good. And the Dratini's a solid pull. Magikarp's actually a solid pull, too, believe it or not. People pay a lot of money. Look at that. He got Magikarp and Dark Gyarados. That's really neat. So maybe if you're lucky, you can repair this. But, you know, this would be a tougher repair. I've seen a guy repair these. So if you zoom in, notice how with this one, there's a slight crinkle to it. And you think that that means it cannot be fixed. There's a guy who puts the card into like a higher humidity setting till the card has a slight humidity to it. And then he has like a plastic press where he presses it out. And it works. Weirdly enough, it works. I should make a rig like that. I should make a rig and offer to do that, like card repair for you guys. Experiment with it with cheap cards and then start testing it on the expensive ones. I don't know. Because if you can crack PSA cards that have a bend in them and then remove the bend, you know, there might be a whole industry for that. Here we are. All right. Brett, he says, not worth it. It's repair, man. Put heavy books on it. Well, another option, Mr. Brett, I could grade it A for authentic with Cardconomist grading. Have you considered that one? So we can TCC grade this and put it in a TCC slab, and it can be A for authentic and no grade, basically. So that's another option too. If you guys ever want to do something like that, I might as well mention that to everyone. Here we are. All right, like a souvenir. All right, here's the Dark Gyarados. That sucks, dude. That's so annoying because he's such a good card too. All right, I would fix it, says Good RNG. I don't know, you know, like I don't have a way to do it myself to fix the card, but I know there's guys out there actually fixing cards now. It's really, really fascinating. Plus, with stuff like bends, it's basically not even detectable by grading companies. Like, if you can correctly just unbend a card, how's anyone going to know, you know? They're a bit pliable. They're not like glass. They're not like diamonds. Cardboard is pliable. It's like Play-Doh. So if you can get the Play-Doh to bend to your will a little bit and look correct, what are the grading companies going to do about that? It's the fact that PSA contemplates doing their own card repair service says a lot. It says a lot. It says that PSA believes card repairs are undetectable. All right. Very, very cool. I liked it. Dark Gyarados. Very good, man. Who's got you back? TCC's got you back. That's right. Who's got you back? Me. Sergio Urzua. 1 pack of Destined Rivals and shipping. All right. 1 pack of Destined Rivals. Are you guys ready for this? So I saw the price of Destined Rivals today, by the way, because I was getting ready to acquire Black and White. That's the upcoming set. Actually, that's on the menu now. It's a pre-sale item. You guys want me to start a box break for Black and White by chance? Because we can do that too. We got Black and White ETBs coming. We could do a break for 1 black, 1 white ETB if you guys want. And then here's Destined Rivals. This has gone up in price. I've seen it. Not dramatically, but it is. It's up in price. Great set. The Heat Wave and Gloria Team Rocket combined. Such a good round. So we've got a cold one. Ta-da! You want the bulk? I almost bought that Gyarados. It's just 1 pack. Let's see. Sergio. Ugh. Not the bulk. No. Let's grab your bag. Yes, you got a smaller bag. Sergio, I'm going to check your PayPal to see if your address has changed from last time, okay? Let's see what you had in your bag. You want to see what was in your bag for fun? Let's see. Kane, Gilgamesh, Zach, Cloud. Look at that Cloud. Alba, Dorgon, Squall. Yeah, we still have... Ooh, so this is Hidden Hope. That was when you were ordering. You were ordering around the time period of Hidden Hope. And that's cool, man. So, Rigdia. Yeah, you know, Mr. Urzura, we still got those Final Fantasy packs, by the way. You can still dig around for them. They're all going up in price because of the excessive popularity of the new Final Fantasy set. Magic the Gathering Collector's Boosters. No bulk. All right, you got it, man. No bulk. Not needed. I'll just add that to the bulk pile. All right. You know, that's one of the Gyardoses I don't have. I don't have the Dark Gyarados anymore. I sold mine a long time ago. You know, I sold mine because it was too cheap. I said, this card is too cheap. I don't need it. It's so cheap. I can just buy it back if I want it. What a stupid way of thinking. Let's see what the Dark Gyarados holographic first edition goes for. I bet it goes for almost 2,000 because that's what everything's doing. First Dark Gyarados. Yeah, I told myself he was too easy. He was too easy. Okay, cheapest Gyarados. Oh my God, there's one for sale for 2,000. Just unbelievable. That's why I said he'll be $2,000. Dude, that's nuts, man. What a crazy ass market. What do you last sell for? Let's see what Dark Gyarados last sold for. 1500, marked down from 1600, and then marked down from 1800. Wow. I mean, I'm a Gyarados fan. You know, the problem for me was when I was younger, I actually owned a lot of those Dark Gyarados. And the irony is that because I had so many of them, I almost didn't care for them. There were just too many. And I always thought he was a bit of an odd Gyarados. I'm not even really buying what I want right now, just what's underpriced, in my opinion. Right, because it's all really expensive now. It's all unbelievably expensive. All right. Oh, Sergio Orzua. I actually kept the same address. Let me go check it on PayPal, make sure that it matches. All right. Yeah, Gyarados is a cheap and affordable $2,000 card now. Crazy. Come on, let me in. Taking way too long. Here we are, Mr. Sergio. And it says, yes, you are in the same location. Perfect. All right. Just wanted to make sure that was correct. Oh, by the way, I had 2 boxes get returned to me. I don't remember who they were for. It was for, God, I can't remember. Yeah, 2 boxes got returned to me. So I don't know why, but those will need to be reshipped. Now we have Mr. Justin. 1 Poke Shuffle. You got it, man. We got a fresh pack of Team Rocket Vintage Booster Pack. $33 a spot running. Ready? Boom. That's Combi. What? Look at that Combi. He's such a bee. Bzz, 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 bzz. He's out. Combi. Good. All right, the queue is empty. There's nobody in the queue now. The queue is empty. What should we do with our time? Let's start working on those Topps cards. Are you guys looking for a vintage card to purchase? I've got some. Here is a Topps Chrome Starmie. What's special about this Starmie? It's Pop 39. It's part of Topps Chrome Series 2. That's something that the sticker does not tell you because PSA is very stupid with the stickers. So this should say Topps Chrome Series 2. That's what it should say, making it way more rare. Again, Pop 39. It's virtually nothing. Topps Chrome Starmie. Try and get a price on this Topps Chrome Starmie. Okay, it looks like Topps Chrome Starmie today is going to cost you $190. That means that the price rose over time. Where's my stickers at? That means if you had just bought this from me earlier, you would already be benefiting from holding it. I think that's true for virtually every single card at this point. It's crazy, man. It's really crazy. Also possible to turn this one into a nice little break or toss it into the live customs. It'd be easy. A $200 break, 5 spots. We'd maybe do 6 spots for a star card. You go 190. Were we able to slab away the consignment cards as well? Yes, you can absolutely slab away consignment cards. Okay, now we have a really impressive Population 5 Clefable. Oh, I have to write the population down on this one, 39. All right, can I get my bag sort in that spot in the rocket break when you have a chance? Yes, so we've got your spot in the rocket break. James Beam. I don't know if I did the bag sort, though, actually. So here's the bag sort. All right, James, there's not much to sort. So let's see. That's nice. You could actually grade that. It's a bit off center. That's nice. Okay. This is nice, too. Oh, these are the illustration contest winners. Those are nice. This guy's pretty nice. Slightly thinner on the bottom left-hand corner, bottom right-hand corner. Here's your Mewtwo. He's nice. Looks like you mostly only got nice cards. Here's a Dark Rapidash. He's looking nice. Okay, Junk. These are 2 vintage cards, too. You got a whole bag of vintage cards. What the hell? And then you got your Vileplume. You're the guy who pulled the Vileplume. All right, so I can see why you might want to bag sort when you got so much to look at. Yeah. Yeah, the Vol Plume, we noted there were lines in the hollow, so no chance for a 10 on that. These are looking good, though. The Dark Rapidash I'd consider grading. I'd consider grading the Mewtwo. He's cool. He looks pretty clean, too. Cubone, yep. I don't know if this is a priority to grade because I think there's going to be a million of these graded in a minute. Same with this, and this is a bit of an odd one. I don't know if you want to grade Rapunzel. Here we are. Okay, so, I mean, amongst the gradable cards, it's limited what you'd want to focus your money into. Probably Dark Rapidash and this Mewtwo. That's assuming, I haven't done a real pre-grade on the Mewtwo. We'd have to clip him out of the holder and take a close look at him, so he might not be worth it. So easy for a card, especially a square cut card, to not grade 10. Speaking of square cut cards, this one is a Pop 5 Clefable. Just 5 of these graded 10. Remember, so that's across all print runs. Let that sink in. Across all print runs, only 5 of these grab 10. That's from Series 1. So top Series 1 is the red box. And there's just 5 of them. Wow. Exceptionally rare. So rare, most people don't even know what it is. What could you open for 300? Last order of the night, if available. We could do another 2 packs of Final Fantasy. Those were treating you pretty good. Actually, I feel like the Final Fantasy packs have been treating everybody good. So 2 packs of Final Fantasy. OP12. You could do 6 boxes of Glory of Team Rocket Korean. There's also these Dragon Ball cards. Did you look into this? So this is brand new. This actually just came out, and this has been popular with people who love Dragon Ball. So that's Dragon Ball manga. You can find that in the menu for a booster pack price is 5.5, and then I can't remember what the box price was. Another vintage. No, the vintage is too expensive. I don't think the vintage would fit within 300. So this is Topps Clefable. Clefable. All right. We're going to choose to sort these a certain way. Thanks for interacting with your chat so quickly. The last guy got mad at me because I didn't answer his question fast enough. All right. There is exactly 0 of these Top Series 1 Clefables for sale. I'm going to pick my own price for it, okay? My own price. Here it is. $390 for being Pop 5 across all print runs, in fact. Just 5 of those. Extremely rare. All right, now we have a Mr. Luke Laurie, and he says 60 to finish, slab away. Ooh. So, Mr. Luke, let's get that. Here it is. PSA 10 Grievous. Oh, I know that one. The General Grievous. Such a cool card. My opinion on these Topps cards, they are proving right now to have moved up in price. Like, so far, the ones I've set up on the table have gone up in price. Well, actually, the Zapdos, you can't even find him for sale. So he's not even for sale. You can't find him. I got one for sale. No one else has one. They're truly exceptionally rare, and they're holographic and beautiful. This is Luke Laurie. I've been selling Topps cards for a long time now. There we go. And they're a very fun part of the collection. Slab away on the Clay Doll from EX Emerald. Oh, where's that? Where's the Clay Doll? Is he on the table or is he in the channel? Clay Doll from EX Emerald. Is he in the Pricey July channel? Clay Doll, nice. So let's go looking for him. That's a really nice card. Good choice. Virtually all of these are just moving up in price. There you go. Like this Clay Doll, for example. His population is 14. So it's a very cool looking artwork. When I was playing Ruby Sapphire, I had Claydol on my team. So Claydol appears to be one of those Pokemon that just isn't as popular, but he has some really interesting typing. It was like Psychic Ground. Did you guys know that? Claydol was like Psychic Ground. And I'm a big Psychic fan, so anything that was Psychic, I typically wanted to play around with, like Bronzong is another example. Let's see. You know how much that Claydol cost originally? $100. Wow. Wow. He's done very well. And I imagine he will just keep doing that, because even right now, that's still pretty cheap on for an EX Deoxys card when those booster packs are like $1,000, you know? Here you go, Luke. Wrong one. Oh, on the table. Okay. Oh, the EX Emerald one. Oh. Wait, I'm going to lose that Pikachu. Let me set this here. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, he's cool too. I like the artwork on this one. Let's compare him to the other one, because if you're buying the Emerald one, someone might want the Deoxys one. So you're saying it's on the table, because I think they're kind of similar looking. Rocket Returns. Okay, let's see. On the table. Your shirt's on the table? Nah, I don't see it. I don't see one on the table. Emerald Claydol, you say? Emerald Claydol. Where did you see it? No, someone bought that outright, didn't they? Did someone buy that one outright? I swear they did. Yeah, here he is. He was in the first photo. And so, oh, he wouldn't be on the table at all. He would be in this box. Okay. I thought someone bought one of those nice cards outright the other day. Ah, there he is. They are similar. We are. They both have a very great look. You guys want to see them up close? Rare chance to see both the Emerald and the Deoxys Claydols. Here we are. So the Emerald one has that fun Yukimori style, but this one over here is very vibrant as well, and it's got the EX Deoxys stamp and reverse hollow pattern. So they're cool in their own ways. Plus, in this set, he's a common. No, he's an uncommon in this set. In this set, he's actually a rare. See how the star down at the bottom kind of glimmers? See that? And then his name's like got that reverse hollow effect to it. So in this set, he's considered a rare. In this one, he's an uncommon. Look at that. Cool. Okay, and let's grab this. So he's slightly more expensive in the EX Deoxys. That's interesting too. He's slightly more affordable in the Emerald. All right. What's up, Mr. MC? You absolutely can put in an order. Hell yeah, dude. All right. Now, how much did you send for this? 40? 2 Halo Upper Deck, 1 solo leveling. Thanks, mister. Sorry about that. No, it's fine. It's fun to watch them sell off. Oh, yeah, you said 40. Okay, I did the math. So we're going to go over to Slab Away, and we're going to go to Luke. It's going to say July 25, Luke Lori. PSA 10, Emerald Claydol. And then it'll say 260, and then it'll say 240. All yours, man. All right, Mr. Brett. All right, there we go. So we've got that taken care of. Let's grab your 2 Halo Upper Decks and your solo leveling pack that's trying to jump out of my hands. I just sent 38 cards to tag. Wish me luck. You can't do that. All right. 1, 2. I bet you tag grading is having to hire new people and buy new equipment right now. They're probably like, quick. All right. So this goes up here. Nice job. And now let's get these open. Okay. Sneep. And sneep. I bought another Carddass Charizard the other day. I saw that they were still at $3,000, and I said, what? I'm grabbing one of those. We are. Okay, oops. I put an order in for 2 prismatic. Nice. What do we have? What do we have? Aha, Gogun He, Woojin Chuder. Omida. Here's, Halo. There we go. Aha! Halo 4, the story so far. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. I'm finishing the fight. Here's Arbiter. Cortana. Oh, man. What are they going to do for Halo next? Here's Jeremy. The Elite. The Weapons guy. All right. His name is Plasma Launcher. Wow. It's called Weapon Drop. Weapon Drop Plasma Launcher. The launcher that launches plasma. Plasma Launcher was so pointless. You couldn't shoot a Banshee down unless you were like expert level aiming. Wait, I can't remember. Did Plasma Launchers lock on? They didn't lock on. They just shot in an arc. Only the rockets did lock on, right? Pretty sure. Yeah. But you know what did lock on? It was the charge pistols. Yeah, the plasma pistols were pretty good against the Banshees. We are. Here we are. Very good, Mr. Luke. Very nice. Chad Plasma Launcher versus Beta Charge Pistol. That charge pistol was ridiculous. They had to nerf it. Probably ruin it. Yeah, probably ruin it. All right, so now we got an order from Miss Six. She says, let's get some more of those Gem 2s. All right. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Opening Gem 2s is not such a bad idea, considering it's an evolution set. Any more of those ARs are going to do very well. Snipping this. Tonight we've priced up a couple Topps packs. We've opened up some of those very desirable Final Fantasy packs. These guys right here. This. Look at that. We've opened up a pack of... we opened up some really cool stuff for Mr. Brett. We opened up a pack of Rocket. We opened up a 151 UPC. He got it at the old price, the good price. And then, what else did we do? There. What are the big things did we open today? We actually opened up a total of, was it 4? We opened up a total of 4 Final Fantasy packs. Was it 4? For Lance, right? I think it was 4. All right, 3 more packs, Miss 6. What do we got here? Here's Eevee. Those Gem 2s look good. They always do. They always look so good. All right, there we go. With just ARs in them. Imagine how big the set would have been if instead of just the ARs, they also came with 1 or 2 alt-arts. You know what I mean? Boy, that'd have been crazy. That'd have been nuts. All right. There we go. Scooby-Dooby-Dum. Scooby-Dooby-Dum. What's the next song? What's the song after this? Turn this down a little bit. All right. We've been listening to Plants vs. Zombies. It's actually really great music for passing time somehow. Dark Wheezing, PSA 10 only, $150. Your favorite Pokemon. Here's actually a high-class Pokemon. So he's kind of like in that tier like Tyranitar and Melodic. We got Scizor, poker card, a whopping $240. That looks expensive until you go look up some proper WOTC era scissors, and they're all $1,000 to $2,000 now. I mean, I don't know what you guys think about those poker cards. Like, oh my gosh, that's such an expensive poker card. But let me show you some PSA 10 scissors, okay? Let's type in Neo Scizor. Okay, you ready? Let's see. So, you can buy a nice Neo Scizor English for a cheap and affordable $3,000. Woo! If you want this one, it's a nice $6,500. This is really Pop 4. Why is this Pop 4? That's like what? English Pop 4? Oh, Pop 41. I read it wrong. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. Not so crazy when you read Pop 41. Cool, man. Yeah, some crazy stuff. Those Gem 2s look good. I sent 4. You sent 4? What'd you send for? Umbreon out of that set's going up. Yes, I need one of those Umbreons. I guess I will be patient with it. I think there's going to be a lot of those Umbreons. There's going to be more than people realize. Here we are. All right. What do we have here? So we have... Oh, man. Should I even sell that? That almost feels like it should never be sold. What's the pop on this Haunter? Let's see what the pop is. There's a blue label. So that's Wave 1 Silver Hollow. That's what that is. Population 13. Wow, what do you even sell this for? Well, it needs a new sleeve, obviously. I don't even think I'm going to run into one online. So there's nothing to compare it to. Topps Haunter. Alright, so we'll go by... Okay, there's the Spectre Haunter is $650. But this Haunter is only Pop 13. I think I am going to copy the price of the Spectre Haunter. Because even though it's not the Spectre Rare from the Chrome set, it's just so freaking low pop. It's extremely hard to get this to grade 10. And I think it would seriously be considered by somebody at $650. It almost seems like a mistake to sell it. I don't know, dude. It seems like a mistake to sell it. I'm going to place it for high. Well, I can't make up my mind. I wouldn't even sell it personally. Yeah, it seems like a card to just hold on to. Its population is just 13. It doesn't make sense. I'm going to set it up there. It's going to be a high price, okay? There's the Topps Chrome version. I'm telling you, the Topps Chrome one's much easier to grade and easier to pull even. Here it is. Because a Topps Chrome pack comes with a couple hollow cards, whereas a Series 2 pack comes with just one hollow. Then again, maybe it was a bit cheaper. So I'm going to say $750 on this. Okay. So that's what I'm willing to do. It's a high price, but I mean, again, it's just 13 of these bad boys. I love that my table is full of cards like that Haunter. I mean, look at this. Pop 4. That's cool. Pop 5. There's a cool pristine Kuromi gym break. If you want to get your balls busted in a gym break, jump in there. Sure, if somebody joins it, somebody else will definitely consider it. They'll go, okay, I'll jump in there. Next up, Marissa Cruz. 2 prismatic. Marissa Cruz. All right. Haunter looks nuts. I'd keep both of those. You're bugging. All these sets are so underrated. we are. Well, you got to understand, I actually still own a lot of good stuff, so I won't have to sleep at night if somebody takes my precious Haunter. How much did I pay for that Haunter? Did I grade it myself? Let me make sure I'm not underselling it, because notably it didn't have a price tag on it before. Where is he? Oh, there he is. All right. No, he can sell for $750. It would be okay. I would not cry myself to sleep at night if he sold for $750. That felt hat Pikachu shake my head. I'm scared. I have PTSD. Oh yeah. I don't know why. I don't know. He won't answer. Who won't answer? Okay. There we go. So, let's place this here. Ooh. Marissa. Flip coin. I'd keep both of those. I gotta see something crazy. Snipping this. Felt Hat Pikachu has an outrageous price, man. Not price. He has an outrageous population. But actually, yes, his price is also outrageous. Here's Cotton Eye Joe. Okay. Pack number 2 for Marissa. Executor. And Time. All right, not too bad. Time, Cottony, Executor. I like Executor. He's a lot of fun. He's another psychic type. Okay, just leaving these up. Thank you, Marissa. I appreciate it. Now, let's grab a bag. You're new, right? Let's go ahead and get you a new bag. Lovely. I have a bag. Oh, she has a bag. Give me a moment. Martin, Matthew, Mark, Matthew, Marco, Malcolm. Haha! Tell you what, since your bag is slim here, we'll restart the date on your bag, okay? So here are your current cards in here. Oh, looks like you opened this. Oh, Iron Leaves. Double Cottonies. You got 2 Cottonies now. This. All right, very nice. All right. One for you, one for the baby daddy. Cruise. Good. Okay. Nice. Nice. Squeak. Hey, what's up, Six? How are you feeling tonight? Carlos Lopez says, box a Korean rocket. Now, I should have a spare box of that. Here it is. Oh, yeah. Carlos Lopez. Let's rotate these slabs first. Give people a chance to see something else. PSA 9 Vending Kadabra. I love that he's got all these magic trick items up on the stage with him. That's cool as hell. Here's this up-to-date Crystal Guardians Wigglytuff for a surprisingly affordable $350. Is it really $350? That just seems too low. Let's see. Crystal Wiggly. Oops. Tough. I'm tough. Texas tough. No, it is not $350. In fact, there are none for sale except for one at $650. All right. My gosh, dude. I knew that wasn't right. Pop 12. Just based off of all the prices I've seen lately, I knew that was not right. This is a $650. Just like that, a magical $300 coming out my butt. There it goes. Now, that seems a lot more in tune with all the cards of a similar pattern. Oh, and we need to write down that Pop 12 row. I'll forget it. I'll have to do it again next time. So on these hyper low pop cards, it's good to know what the population is. Okay, Mr. Carlos, let's see what we can get for you, man. Tossing that. Ready? I have so many cards I need to get graded, just ain't able to right now. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all, Cody. I got cards like that too. Cards that need to be graded, but I'm in no rush. The real reason is because grading prices are higher than ever, wait times are longer than ever, and it's not like your cards are losing value in the meantime. So all your potential 10s are just as valuable as they would be if they were already assigned the 10, right? Like presumably in your cards, some of them are 10s, right? Well, it's okay for them to just sit there waiting to grade because they're still potential 10s. The only way it would be sad is if you like poured water or sand all over them or something. So don't do that. Yeah, I don't worry about having all of my raw cards graded at the same time. Here's Mewtwo. Oops. Gorbis. That's why I'm sitting on all those poker cards. Clamperl. Those poker cards will be graded over 20 years. I'll grade a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there. That's what'll happen with those. Here's Wobbuffet. We got Sneastle. He's very sneastly. Anxiety, though. Me too, mister. Murkrow. Tyranitar. I don't even think about him. Mr. Charles, I don't even think about all my cards that I have to grade. In fact, if you were like me and you had so many of them, you will learn even better to just let go because it's more than could ever be graded, it almost feels. I got stacks, man. I got so much stuff ready to go. Here we are. Promos, square cut cards, vintage, modern, all kinds of stuff. Just waiting to go. And it just sits there. I don't think about it. I don't worry about it. All right. Tornado King. Every now and then, if I want to sell some cards, I go and I grade some and I sell them. Yeah. All right. Cool. Articuno. Ah, Blaziken. Lovely. Regirock. Ah, man. Regirock. Setatan. Cool. I have about 200 cards that need to be graded. Right now, they're just in the safe and card savers, ready to go. Here we are. My cards are all over the place. I got like these shelves where I'll like dedicate a shelf to some stuff that I can pick through later. Here we are. Like I got an open case of Sneaker Bunko Volume 1 booster boxes for me to pick through anytime I need like sexy girl cards to grade. I think I should just sell those. Like I could sell the booster boxes. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about Weiss girl cards. Actually, right now there's been definitely a slowdown in the sale of pretty girl cards. There. So that market is probably being tested, pressured. Thank you, Carlos. Appreciate it, man. We have more of that if you want to keep going for like a Rocket Moltres or something cool like that. Carlos Lopez. I've started using the option that Fanatics has that just sends raw cards into grading in the straight auction. Oh yeah, that's such a weird one. What an odd one. That's not for me. You know why? Because I like to really show off my submission, and I like to see it. I like to see what the decisions are on it. Like, for example, if I don't agree with the grade on a 9, I can crack it myself. And then also selling slow rather than fast, and keeping the ones I want to keep, you know. You don't know if you want to keep it till it's back. Then you go, oh, this is so good. Hey, it's Larry Ellis, I think, right? Is this Larry Ellis? 1 pack of Prismatic. Larry Ellis. Okay. I got stuck with some Weiss girls. Very hard to sell right now, some of them. There we go. I don't know. It's a weird thing because sometimes they sell really fast. Here we are. Very good. I don't think attraction to, you know, girls is about to disappear. So I think those cards have a market. I really do. Maybe that market was too hot for a minute and people are coming back to Pokemon because Pokemon's doing so well. I don't know. Here's Dracloak, Archilodon. There you go. Very good. Mr. Larry and Larry. It isn't Larry Ellis. Thank you, Larry. Good. Here's Primate. Hello, Kitty Cat Meow. That is Glacian. It's Glacian. That's Bigfoot, a Kickstarter Metazoo card, and Blue Bazaar. These are ready to have their picture taken at this point. All right. We have an order. We have an order from Hunter Tipton. Gem 2 box. Gem 2 box. Here we are. Gem 2 box. Happen to have that right next to me. I've started using that option. Okay. I've had a lot of guys who get the girl cards and then like a week later say, will you buy all my girl cards? So I'm wary about that now. Actually, Brandon comes to mind a little bit. That guy would open a lot of girl cards and then he'd be like, you know, I don't really want the girl cards. What I want now is gold. And I'd be like, wait a second. What am I doing? I don't even buy girl cards. There we are. So I was trading in too much good stuff for girl cards that I never would have opened myself. But I'm not trying to talk down on the girl card market. We've been selling girl cards since like 4 years ago. And there's been some stupendous girl card sales over time. Not to mention some of the best-selling Pokemon cards have been girl cards. So I don't look down on that market at all. Any more than I would look down on like Hello Kitty or My Little Pony or anything like that. Adventure Time. I don't look down on any card market. All I look at is data. Data is the only thing that matters. There's somebody that says, you know what, I want all those girl cards. Good for them. That's, you know, let it be a natural thing. Let the market emerge on its own. Don't tell people what they have and have not to collect. You can't collect that. What's a girl card? It has to be so many Metazoo collectors wandering around looking for something to collect. Here we are. Here's Eevee. Umbreon. Sleeveon. Slee. All right. Here's Eevee. Jolteon. Leafeon. Yay, Metapoo. I also look at 2 big data points. Yeah. These are my 2 favorite data points right here and then right here. There it is. There it is. Very nice. Good. Good. Ah, Flareon. Glaceon. And Glaceon. All right. No AR in that box. Selling this product faster than I intended to. My wife has some nice data points. What? I know you ain't talking that way about whamming. Let's do a quick research on Gem 2s real fast. First of all, let's make sure we're actually getting a restock on those Gem 2s. Ah, finally trekking for this one. Good. Okay. All right. Good. Yeah, so Gem 2 is kind of scary because you don't know if it's going to explode in price all of a sudden or something. You know, you don't know if the demand will remain extremely high and if you won't be able to keep up with it. Up, down, left, right, A, B. So, Mr. Hunter with the H, let's find your bag. Appreciate the big order tonight, man. We're having a nice stream together, aren't we, guys? Let's see. And Larry. Here's Mr. Hawk. Hapwate. Hawk Kamek. Wait, Hawk Kamek. That's the same guy. So Hawk Kamek's got 2 bags. Now we know. Hayden, Harshit. New bag for Hunter. Oh, he said new bag. I'm so silly. All right. You know, I'm thinking about putting that Bigfoot in the live customs and having him be a trade-in card if the person who pulls it doesn't want it. All right. Very good. There we go. What time is it? It's only 4:16. Only 4:16. Joints go off? Oh, no, it is not. But there's only one spot in it. It's so close, guys. There we go. All right, so right over here. Jointsy. Good. So look, that's up to 4 out of 5. Wow. That is really close. Jointsy. That's pretty exclusive to our channel. You won't find stuff like that elsewhere. It's pretty neat. We have cool things like that going on. So this one will say Bigfoot or 160 store credit. So that's what we'll do with this card right here. Bigfoot's going in the live custom. So the first time he goes in, he'll go in for 200. The next time he goes in, he'll go in for 160. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Until someone wants him or until he becomes free. You know, so every single time we'll reduce his price. Every single time somebody rejects him, we'll reduce the price. And eventually someone goes, you know what? I'll actually take it. Oh, wait, I didn't need to do that. I already did that part. Neat. Bigfoot, that card is neat. Yeah, Bigfoot's kind of a famous story, isn't it? Famous wives' tale, fairy tale, whatever it is. Folklore. Fishtail. There we go. All right. Oops. All right. Oh. Wait a second. One of these packs actually has to have the... Boop. Good. This one will come back here. Yeah, the live customs are getting filled up. So, you know, imagine you pull this out for like 20 or 40 bucks, and now you're being given an option for 160 store credit. That's not so bad. Or you could just keep it. You don't got to do the store credit. Bigfoot is considered American. Where's the werewolf card? Ooh, excuse me. There's a choicey right there. And here is Heavy Cruiser Rune. Heavy Cruiser Rune. Time to put this in the waifu shuffles. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There it is. So we got 10. 10 times 20 is 200. Okay, cool. So meat, says Marshall Weber. What? So these are the waifu shuffles, by the way. They're $20 per shuffle. They work exactly like the Poke Shuffles, but they give you expensive waifu cards, like this signature card. Here are the waifu cards right here. If I've never shown them off to you before, here they go. You got One Piece, Pokemon, Pokemon. That is out of 39 Mystique. There's a Pokemon. Here's a Doggy Girl with the nips. A little Adventure Time. Nice. Side Boob. Hestia. This thing. Let's see. Good guy, good guy. Here's Weiss Schwartz, brown skin, big boobies girl. Silver signature girl. This is Red Robin, Red Wolf, Red Hood. This character who I don't know. Marnie, Naked Girls, and Nipples McGee. All right, Boobs McGee. So there's a mix of sexy cards, not as sexy cards, signature cards, cards from fun shows, cards from video games. That's $20 for a shot to pull one of those out of the Poke Shuffle, the waifu shuffle. Very similar to the Poke Shuffle. So now we have an order from Mr. Omar, 2 Gem 2. Did we not already do that? Omar, did we open your 2 packs? We didn't open your 2 packs. Here we go. Here you go, Mr. Omar. We didn't open these right. All right. So are the girl cards holding value? Well, that one that was $200, we had just looked that one up, and it was $200. So it's worth something. Here's Umbreon, and here is Espeon. That's cool, man. He says, no, you haven't. So there are your 2 packs. There we go. Try to get a little work done between the orders to keep the slabs moving, keep fun things happening. Okay, Mr. Omar, I think it's time to start your bag number 3. Apparently that's bag number 2. How many bags you got? Oops, don't need that. This man's got all the bags. Boy, I ate so sad today. I didn't have anything good, man. I woke up today, I think I had 1 cheese stick. And then I had chicken breast. Lots of it. I had chicken breast, and a scoop of rice. And I didn't cook the rice right, so it was kind of hard rice. And it was terrible. And that was it. After that, I ate more chicken. And it wasn't even that much. And I'm pretty hungry, but I'm going to stop eating here. There it is. Terrible. Yeah, how much credit I has. You want to know how much credit you have? What name am I looking up for the credit? Thank you, Mr. Omar. Appreciate you. Pull one more forward here. Kuromi. Do you wash your rice? Absolutely not. Hell no, dude. Who washes rice? Hell no. All right, go take a picture of that. Who's washing their rice? Some crazies. I'm washing my rice. Yeah, if you were nuts, the rice has got to be washed. Next thing you're going to say that you wash your chicken with Dawn soap. Got to wash the chicken. Hell no, dude. 1 billion Asians. What? They don't wash rice? Let me look this up. Do all Asians wash their rice? You ready for this? No, not all Asians wash their rice. It's a common thing in Asian cultures to do so because it removes excess starch, cleans off dust or debris. It's a cultural habit. Let's see. Urban and modern places in Asia skip washing their rice because they know it's pre-cleaned, high-quality rice. There you go. In the Western countries, the packaging may even advise not to wash the rice to avoid rinsing off nutrients. Wow, there you have it. There you have it. Mr. isn't even Filipino. Whatever, dude. My dad was very Filipino, and my grandma was too. I've never seen them wash rice. What are you talking about? I've never seen them wash rice even once. Wash rice, my cheeks. My dad would he would have probably eaten the bugs in the rice and be like, bugs. Wash the rice. Not on my stinky hairy toes. Luke Laurie says 2 more Halo Upper Decks. You got it, man. He'd have been like, that's where the nutrients are. They're in the bugs. Time to go cry in the corner. Mister, can you take me out of the Final Fantasy break and give me 8 Gem 2 packs, please? Yes, I can do that. Let me focus on Luke Glory here first, and then we will do something like that. Okay, give me a second. Really hot. All right. Trying to mess me up, 6. Let's see. Luke Glory. Oh, right. Halo. Okay. Six had me thinking about whether I needed to grab a fresh Gem 2 case. And I said, wait a second, what did I step out here for? All right. Too busy talking about washing his rice. Here we are. Set this here. How much credit does Tammy have? 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 Hey, I think they want to know how much credit Tammy has. Tammy has 106 credit. There you go. I have an order for Gem 2 waiting. All right, let's make sure to do it in order so that we don't mess anything up. Okay. There we go. Very nice. And we'll snip this. All right. I've been asking, says Tammy. What? You've been asking? What have you been asking? There you go. Okay. Let's snip this. All right. That's 2 packs for Luke Glory. Very nice. I got cookies to eat tonight. No. Hey, Perez, if I can't eat cookies, you can't eat cookies. That's the rule. Here's Linda. Let's see. We've got this guy whose name I can't say. Intho? Here we are. Very nice. Very good. Let's leave this. Set this here. And now let's open this. What do we got? We've got Master Chief. Who the heck is that guy? Here's Urdidact. My girlfriend made me a peanut butter honey sandwich. Here we are. All right. Noble 6. No more sandwiches for me. Let's grab this. Thank you, Luke Glory. Luke, your bags are really starting to get pretty fat. There we go. Does she know you have a peanut allergy? She's trying to kill you. She wants to take your pokies. Oh, the table's a bit sparse, isn't it? So we gotta get more cards up here. Let me rotate this. Here's Chico Rita. Here's Knocked Out. Here's Darth Vader. And here's Suicune. And here's the Queen of Diamonds. All right, fresh round of cards there. So he's correct. Hunter Tipton did in fact order more Gem 2. Who else placed an order? Mistress, their car manufacturer that you like best. I like the good one. I'm not super loyal to any particular manufacturer. I like whatever vehicle you're most likely to survive a bad car wreck in. That's my favorite car. Doesn't have to be any particular company. I just wish there was a factual way to know which one was most survivable. Then I'd just go buy that every time. Other things like which car is most economical, best gas mileage, stuff like that, that all matters to me. I like to have a car that's like purely about finances. Like it's the smartest financial move and it's the safest move for your health while driving. Then I think if I was abundantly wealthy, I'd probably have a cool sport car. I don't know what I'd buy, but I'd buy a cool one. Here we are. Okay. I want a Batman Forever car. Batman Forever rather than what? Batman for some time period? You know, I think I can actually solve the whole you guys are concerned that I'm not talking enough issue. Let me play with the camera for a second. I'm going to try and add comments back onto the screen. So we're going to say, maybe it's under streaming settings. Chat settings, maybe? Okay, that's not an issue. Audio, video. Oh, that's not an issue. So it must be under scenes then. Default, camera source, chat. Okay, let's hit save. Please rotate your device to edit the scene in portrait orientation. Got it. Okay. So if I close this, can I now see chat? Maybe I have to change scenes. That didn't change anything. So then the problem is that chat doesn't show up on my screen like it used to. Let's see. Let me go back to streamer settings. Let's go back to chat settings. Height, font. So it would be under YouTube. No, let's not increase it. Let's leave it the same because the font size doesn't say 0. So that's certainly not the issue. Okay, let's go back to scenes. We'll edit this scene. Oops. And let's see, layers, chat. Okay. It's an interesting problem. The chat says that it should be showing up, but it's not. Ah, is this it? Hidden on stream. Okay. I hit save on this. Got it. We're trying to get the chat to show up on screen. It's definitely not showing up. Ah, here we are. Okay, guys, so chat is now back on my screen. Figured it out. So there was a setting that hid it. And so now one more change. Are you ready? So I think what I'd like to do is head over to the chat settings. We are making progress right now, okay? So I can read your chats from the... okay, so we can read your chats from the camera as well. So we're changing the font size to 14, just makes it a little bit easier. And then let's go ahead and go back to scenes. And we will have this scooted down a little bit. Okay, we're going to hit save on that because I want to be able to see the stuff that's actually going on behind the chat. Okay, so it's been edited. And now I should be able to read your messages. Actually, I feel like the chat's really high up on the screen, but all right, we'll leave it like that. All right, guys, cool. So this is one whole box for Mr. Hunter Tipton. So now I can actually read your chat straight from the phone too, which is something I used to have, and I eventually turned that off, and now I've turned it back on. Hathim says, how's the line? It's nice and short. There we go. I'm trying to negotiate to keep my difference. Got a bump for being bilingual. Here we are. All right. Yay, he loves us again. Thanks, guys. More of a formality. So now I should be able to catch more of your comments more often. All right. Has there ever been a chatter that's had a long-term impact on you? Like a person, you mean like somebody in chat? And what counts as an impact? Here it is. Here we go. Umbreon. Here's Espeon. Here's, oh, that's crazy. All right, Hunter Tipton opened another box and pulled yet another Umbreon. Wow, lots of Umbreons. Again, I really have a feeling like the Umbreon is way overpriced at the prices we've seen it sell for, because we pull this guy all day, it feels. There you go, Mr. Hunter. Congratulations. Wow, wow, wow. Hunter goes, yes. By the way, Hunter, you can have me send it home to you to grade, or you can even hire me to send it straight from here off to grade. So there's 2 ways to do that. Let me play this. Okay, we're going to hit play. I'll trade my Leafeon for one of your Umbreons. Yeah, I bet you would. Who wouldn't make that trade? Umbreon. Here's the Pokeball. Yeah, I gotta get one of those too. I do not have one. I want one. Here we are. But you know what? With the price of 1.5, that's just way too high. Because we're pulling this Umbreon too quick. He just pulls. He's not even, like, there might be 4 ARs a case, almost. And if there's 4 in one case, that's enough for multiples of the same AR or one of each AR. So yeah, I don't see it. I don't see how the price on that card can be so high. I think it mostly just comes down to the buyers not really knowing how to source one or something, or like there's a lack of people providing graded ones to the market yet so far, which means as more get graded, the price should be driven down, because it's just a matter of fact that he's not that rare. Like, think about Prismatic Umbreon. He's expensive. He's like 2,500, right? But no one can pull him. I watch thousands and thousands of dollars of Prismatic getting opened in a day. Not even one Umbreon pull. This guy, somebody spends $75, bada bing, bada boom, he's got Umbreon. You know, it's like, okay. You know, I'd place his value around 300 to 400, not 1.5. That's crazy. He just pulls too easy to be that price. That one day, if the product really significantly moved up in price, that's a different story. They go, here you go, Mr. Hunter. I rarely see the Eevee. Maybe we're just very lucky and pull the Umbreon a lot, and they are all in the set at like an even distribution, and we happen to get the Umbreon more often, which makes us more lucky. I don't know. But yeah, we've pulled a lot of Umbreons, like a lot of them. Nah, they're pretty common since then. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling about it too. They don't feel like they're meant to be super, super, super rare. Okay. Now, let's see what's next. Mr. Arturo, give me a waifu shuffle, please. Heart of the Goon, guide me. You're so funny, man. So here it is, Mr. Arturo Perez. Good luck in there. Most of those for sale were rush graded. Yeah, exactly. Ba-doop. I'm sorry, Mr. Arturo. One cold waifu shuffle. One cold waifu shuffle. We need to get more slabs up on the table. So, what do we have here? Here is a Wave 4 Wigglytuff. Crazy. I feel super confident we're not going to even find one of these for sale at all. And I can just completely make up my own price. Take a look. See the sparkle on it? That is Wave 4 Wigglytuff. We're probably going to ask, I think we're going to ask about 400 on it. I think long-term the price will be around the Terra Festival Umbreon. Yeah, I think that the price on it should be around 400. 400. I mean, even the Terra Festival Umbreon was like one every other case, basically. And there were a ton of other pulls in between for you to make money on. There we go. All right, so there's Wigglytuff. Doesn't have to mean anything specific. You can define impact yourself, but someone who you very much remember but doesn't watch too much anymore. Oh, well, that's even more rules. Let's see. Doesn't watch too much, meaning they still watch? I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting question. I sent an email, TCC. All right, no problem. We'll check those emails. How much to pre-grade the Umbreon for me? $3. It's pretty cheap. We'll give it a very close look, okay? Now, I believe we have just caught up that PayPal queue, and it was 6 saying that she would like to withdraw from the Final Fantasy break and get gem packs. Is that right, 6? You still want that? How much to pre-grade that Umbreon? Boobs. Do you have that Jolteon in Topps Chrome in your thumbnail? I do. It hasn't been priced yet, but I can warn you right now, that one's super expensive. That one cost me a lot of money. Let's see. I think we have 2 of them. Okay. Yes, I can see the old price on him. He was last priced in December. That was the last time he got a price put on him. Yes. Okay. And I can't remember. How many packs was it, 6? Did you say 8? Yeah, I think you said 8, right? So we got 1, 2... Tossing that there. Okay, that's the end of this case. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. How much would you price them for? A lot. We'll look them up. We'll see if we can get some price comps. But I can tell you, I priced them before they were already expensive. So, and apparently, so that I didn't have a price on this one at all. That's like Topps 3. Do you see that? Animation Series 3. So this is Topps 3, and that's a Spectra. So they're both really nice. And this guy was already over 1,000. I didn't have a price on this one. Probably because I was like, let's not sell this. I am trying to move. So I got to put some cash together. I do. There we go. Damn, that case must have been an Umbreon case because you pulled so many Umbreons. We pulled so many Umbreons, man. I like it. We got the good stuff. Helping you guys get the good stuff. 1, 2. That's what we're all about over here. If I can pull you guys some really good... If I can pull you guys the best possible card in the set, then I've done a very good job. And then I also try to host tasteful breaks and help you guys obtain a rare card with better odds than opening booster packs. So that's what we're all about over here. Very dedicated to that. If you get Eevee, you want to trade for Sylveon? I love that Scooting Eevee, although Sylvie is my second chase Umbreon. Here's a Vaporeon. I think we do get good stuff. Sometimes I feel like we get really good stuff. Oh, that was it. Oh, my back's itching. I need a back itcher. Sometimes I feel like we get really good stuff. Sometimes I feel like we get bad stuff too. Like, oh, I know one. We never pulled that Hidden Trials signature, which made me sad because Tammy and who was the other guy? Was it Kendo? Tammy and Kendo went so deep on it. No, not Kendo. Kip F. Tammy and Kip F went so deep on that set and never actually pulled the... yeah, make sure I don't put that back anywhere. They opened so many boxes of that Hidden Trials and never pulled that signature. It just made me really sad. I mean, I would have been better off buying the signature and hosting a break for them. And then maybe they bought 1 spot, maybe they bought 2 spots, but somebody would have definitely pulled it. You see what I'm saying? So I think that dwells on me all the time. I dwell on that stuff. All those boxes of Hidden Trials opened, no signature. If I had bought one of those super pricey signatures and hosted a break on it, at least somebody would have definitely gotten a signature. So I think about that all the time. I reminisce. Instead, I got 5 Lightning Full Arts. Those are good too. Here we are. All right. So here they are. Look at these beautiful Jolteons from Topps. Those would be choice cards, really, for collecting people really don't want to collect anything except for like a couple cards. Evolutions, Charizard, Gengar, Umbreon, oh, I already said Umbreon, Lugia, maybe a few others. They don't want to collect anything else. Pikachu. No, I want Pikachu. I want Bulbasaur. So Jolteon's kind of in that group. Let's see if we can get any kind of price on this Jolteon. Yeah, maybe not even that much on the Blastoise, believe it or not. Yeah, not even that much. Let's see if we can find out about this guy. I bought this Jolteon a long time ago from Dave and Adams. Dave and Adams had a round of Topps cards come in, and I bought all of them. I bought the entire lot of them, every single one. I said, let's just buy all these. All right. Tyranitar, the list keeps going. So it looks like we're going to ask 1.4 on the Jolteon. Okay, 1.4, huh? Oops. Tyranitar is like one of those Pokemon cards that isn't in the top tier list, but he's close. You know, like maybe Gyarados is in that list too. He's almost top tier, but not quite. Okay, let's see. Population on this card is 22. Wow. And then we have this other Jolteon. Now, this Jolteon's much more rare, probably, than the Chrome one. Okay. So this should be Topps Chrome Series 2, which is also rare. But I bet you this one's harder to grade. Yes, check this out. So this card will be Pop 15. Probably, because he's impossible to grade 10 on. It is Pop 15 on this one, Pop 22 on this one. This one's a bit prettier, though. I mean, they're both extremely rare. Tyranitar is in the top for the poker cards. Oh, he's a cool... Yeah, he's a cool as hell poker card, man. Can't agree more. All right. I don't really know what to ask for this one here. They're both extremely rare. All right. Whoa, that looks so cool. Ask for the world, mister. Okay, so Mr. David, he sent me an email. I want to pull off spot from the Choincey break and put it toward the other Choincey 10. I'll send the rest to buy it outright. You got it. Sold. Yes, when you're in a break, you can actually back out of the break anytime you want to. The only time you cannot back out of a break is when the item is actually being broken. So at that point, it's too late. So, but before then, you can definitely back out. Where did it go? I swear, it was just here. I didn't pull it down, did I? Wait, did I just put the coin down? Is that what happened? Oh, we just put it down. Okay. That makes sense. All right. All right. Let me move these to the side. Cool stuff. But let me go ahead and grab this coin now. So he doesn't want to be in a break. He says, I just won't buy it. You got it, man. And that's for David Smith. That would be this one. Okay, this falls back down to 3, though. All right. So this has 3 spots, not 4 spots on it. David Smith, here it is. Now, see, I don't like the way the chat looks right now. I'm going to edit this one more time. Edit. I'm going to edit the chat. Okay, let's hit save. Oh, I know why I'm not seeing it. Because we need to swap over to that scene. Is that right? No? All right, whatever. All right, 9th place. Boo! What? Tyrannotars for sure, top tier. Is it? I like to hear that because I own a lot of Tyrannotars. One of my favorites. All right, what do we got now? We got 5 orders in queue. Hathim, 4 Japanese, Black Bolt. You got it, Mr. Hathim. Hey, what's up, man? How are you tonight? Would love to see the Chauncey coin go off. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, Chinchino, one of those. All right, here's this. And here's Scalipede or something? Scolio? I don't remember their names. And Darmanitan and Genesect. Wow, all the worst Pokemon. Ta-da! Thank you, Black and White, for making me not want to play Pokemon. Putting this away. Haxorus is cool as hell, though. All right, so that's for Mr. Hathim, and he is right over here. You were opening up a bunch of the Metazoo set yesterday night. You were trying to pull that Mothman, I bet. Venipede. Oh, that's Venipede. Of course I knew that. As a hardcore Pokemon fan, of course I knew that. Who doesn't know that? Ha, you don't know that? Must not be a real fan. Mr. Julio, 1 Weiss Azure Lane, English, $14. The $14 one, that's got to be the first edition one, right? 1 Weiss Nikke, $8. All right, Weiss Nikke. We were just talking about girl cards. There they are. And shipping. All these packs. Now I kind of want some Gem 1s and Gem 2s. Maybe we get a hold of some Gem 1s again. Okay, good. Gem 1. All right. Okay. Baxcalibur, baby. So that's for Mr. Julio. Thank you. Pa. Let's go grab this. Okay, you're Mr. Oliveira, right? Yes, Oliveira. And print. Boy, I'm having some lower back pain. It sucks. Mostly have not been dealing with too much lower back pain, but I seem to have some right now. That sucks. Mister, I realized that you're my brother from another mother. What? When did you realize that? Should we get a DNA test? Hunter Tipton, he wants a test grade. Here it is, pre-grade. I wonder what he wants the pre-grade on. Okay, you ready? 1 whole case in a minute. That's an interesting idea. I don't even think I'd get done with 1 box in a minute. Ooh, that sucks. So it was looking really good, but we turn it around and we see that it has a bad corner on this side. I can try to roll that out for you or something. I don't know. Oh, does it have it here too? So it's got these odd corners. If it was my card, I would try to squish those corners a bit. Maybe something right here as well. Not instant 10s, I would say. Flatten it, mister. I don't want to do that unless he tells me to. And even then, I kind of don't want to do it either way. Like, doesn't seem like it's appropriate for me to do. I mean, what if it like chips or something like that in the process? Again, forgive me. You're a Catholic from a St. Louis too? Catholic St. Louis. That's right. That's right. Here. I was, there we go. What's that thing all Catholics do after a certain age? Confirmation. I had my confirmation at the St. Louis Basilica from the, what was the name? I can't remember the name of the bishop, but it was a long time ago. I was baptized, but didn't finish catechism. You're talking about confirmation? Okay, so Miss Six says she'll take 6 more of the Gem 2s. Here you go, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ta-da! All right. I need to open a case of this stuff for myself and try and pull an Umbreon out. All right. My mom never got me baptized. Troy, you're steeped in original sin. You'll go straight to heck. Quick. There it is. If you come over here, we'll pokey baptize you. We'll take some Charizards, shred them up into dust, and put them in the water. And then when you get baptized, you'll be baptized in the name of Pikachu and Charizard and Latios and Latios. Yeah. All right. Very nice. We can do like a whole ceremony. We'll dunk you under the water. And you'll come up out of the water and be like, oh man, this water's really dirty. It's got all this Pokemon crap in it. There you go. All right, that was for Miss 6. I have to do Sunday school. What? School? Not me. There we go. Francisco Cruz, our Topps first movie. One Topps first movie. $15 to my slab away. You got it, Mr. Francisco? Okay, we're going to jump over here. I was my parents' first kid, and they were 19 when they had me, so I guess they didn't have the time. Let's see. Nah, that's no excuse, man. Let's see. That's it, guys. We're doing a baptism right now. How funny would that be if we all showed up to, like, what if Troy was getting baptized and we all showed up to it? That'd be funny as hell, dude. I'd go to a baptism. I don't think I've been to a baptism in a super long time. Ready? Let's see. Well, destroy the pack. I would fly to the Ozarks for that. An Ozarks baptism. That'd be funny as hell. Ooh, what'd you get? Okay, so first of all, you've got Like It Never Happened. It's a great card. It's got all the main characters on it. Okay, one of these. And then you've got this additional card. Oh, yeah, that's why I thought it was. Picking up this serrated tooth, the Dragonite. Crazy, man. Kind of tricky to get these in the sleeve. It's easy to get them back out. All right. So there they are. Looking really good. Francisco Cruz, this could be a 10. This just another reason to open these super hot cards. You got to be watching out. You just snipe Diane Bailey. She's going to get angry at you. There it is. She probably would have wanted this. That's a good card right there. It is all right. You got more tops? I got a lot more tops. For in that one box, I got probably like 20 packs left. This is why they're premium. Do you see how there's zero stickiness at all? Zero. That means the cards in this box really do have a shot at a 10. Same with that Dragonite. Zero stickiness means that Dragonite could be a 10. I don't think this card's ever grading 10. But he could be a 10. This could be a 10. I mean, that's pretty valuable right there. This could be like a $200 card. This could be like 300, 250. I don't know what the die cut Dragonite goes for. These are nice looking too. So it almost doesn't make sense why I'm even selling these. They almost seem undervalued, you know. I just happen to have a couple of them, and that's how it works. That's a weird looking Charizard. All right, let's get back over here. Francisco Cruz. I might stop selling these. We are. It is a bit strange to sell through a set when Pokemon cards are kind of blowing up in price. If I just held these all, it would have been better. So we got Mr. Zen. Hey, what's up, Zen? 1.45 finishing slab away. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, that's a scary one. Okay. I bet you that's sitting in the box over here. Bet you that's not next to me. Yep, here it is. Check out this red label card we did together. So I made Mr. Zen agree to overpay for this card to get to pay it down over 6 months. We are. And it looks like he paid it off sooner than that. Less than 6 months, maybe like 2.5 months, 3 months. That's paid off. And I think this guy's like 4,000 now. How fast do your PSA submissions come back? They're not premium or anything. They just come back kind of slow. Here's Gengar Team Up. Here we are. Unless you actually did go out in the premium submission. We just did a premium submission for a couple cards. Okay, so the cheapest one of these right now. Are you ready for it? So the cheapest Gengar right now, 4.9. There it is, Team Up, 4.9. It totally worked. We did it. He's up even more since we last checked. Now I just don't know how we ship him to you. I'm a little scared of it. I don't even know how to declare a card for 2.95. I don't know how to do that. I don't think I'm allowed to do it. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I think it limits how much I can declare. I think in order to declare it at the full 2.95, I have to do I have to fill out a government form, I think. I'm not sure. I could try, actually. Maybe it won't do anything. You declared max value the last time you shipped one over max value. Yeah, I guess we could do that. I guess if they stop it at the border, they will just adjust the value on it. Just as long as they don't confiscate it from you, right? That would be my biggest concern, that they would want to confiscate it. So I gotta learn how to do DHL, man. I gotta learn how to do DHL and FedEx already. Because I think FedEx has a form you can fill out that allows for a full declaration. The Tyranitar you shipped me was 3K. Let me test this out, okay? So we know what we're shipping you. We're shipping you that. Did you have much else for me to ship out? You probably want this shipped. Let's jump over to international. Okay, and let's get your name. All right. Let me see if there's a limit on what you can declare. Perfect. To be honest, the only way I'd want to ship this is the highest quality method, because I do not want to put a $3,000 slab into some kind of janky box. So we're going to choose a nice big medium box, hard to lose. And then we are going to edit this to say merchandise, playing card. What did we set the weight to? We set the weight to 8 ounces. Let's say 8 ounces. Okay, let me just see what happens when I declare the value that high. ITN may be required when the total value of the package is more than 2,500. Oh, problem solved. Let's set the value to 2.5. Problem solved. I didn't. So last time the value was higher or lower than 2,500. Like the limit was like 500. So it looks like we can just declare it for the full value, and it should be all right. Okay. Wow, shipping is $92 for that? That's crazy. So if we do the medium flat rate box, it's $92. Let me see if we just do a regular package. So priority mail regular size package. Let's go with 4 ounces. Let's set the dimensions to 7 by 4 by 4. And then we will just redo the customs thing here. We'll say playing card. Playing card. We'll set the weight to 4 ounces once again. And we'll set the value to 2,500. Okay, it totally lets me do it for priority mail. Okay, so in that case, the shipping is undecided. It's not done. It hasn't decided. Just send the card in an envelope without a top loader. Yeah. Okay, it's calculating the value. So the value is $60 for this label. Let me try insuring it. I want to see what you can insure it for. So I set the insurance to $2,500. $87 for insurance? Oh my God, dude. Jesus. How much is that for the whole value of the item? Let's see. Usually insurance is about 2%. No, that's way over 2%. That's almost 4%. I guess no insurance. I don't think insurance is needed. Let's see. Can we do any other service on it? Huh. It's so interesting. It doesn't allow me to set it up so that it requires signature or anything like that. That's interesting. Here, let's see what restrictions are. Okay, never mind. That just tells me what I can and can't ship to Singapore. Yeah, there's no option for me to set it up so that you have to sign for it. So that's interesting. All right. Well, what do you think about all that? So it looks like the label in this case will be a $60 label. So if you would do $65, please address it to my... Yes, that's exactly what we've done. I'm using the name in Weiss, okay? So that's the name I think is best. And did you have anything else for me to ship, by the way? Let me see if you had anything else for me to ship. So, you didn't have anything else. I don't think you did. Also, you don't have to ship it tonight. Do you not want to ship it tonight? Because I know you just spent a lot of money on it. You can ship it anytime you want. You can ship it 6 months from now for all I care. It doesn't make a difference to me. I just wanted to see what the shipping would look like. And what we can do is we can take it and we can send it priority mail in a small box. And that would be $60. The big box is $92. And then we will set a full declaration on it so you don't have any troubles at customs. Now I'll ship it tonight. All right, sounds good. So I'll go ahead and do that then. I'm going to go ahead and print this, see if everything prints. All right, perfect. Perfect. Whoa, what the hell? I got 3 labels for this one. Why did I get 3 labels for this? What is all this? It says it has an insured value of 200. Page 3 dispatch note, page 2 customs declaration. So the first one looks like the true label, and the label has on the outside of it all of the declaration's content. So it says plain card quantity 1, net weight 4 ounces, declaration 2,500. And then it says it's got your address. Do not duplicate this form without USPS approval. I wish it would explain what it wants me. I wish it would explain what it wants me to do with these extra copies of the label. It looks like 2 receipts, basically, like invoices. I don't actually know what to do with it. It doesn't explain it. So I guess I'll take a picture of these labels and ask AI what I'm meant to do with them, okay? There's all the information there? Where's my address? Oh, there it is. Okay, there's my address. Yeah, I guess I'll take a picture with the AI and ask it what it wants me to do. Why there's 3 of them this time. So strange. It normally only ever prints 1. So maybe because of the size of the value of the package, it printed me 3. I've never seen that before. Or maybe it's just something about Singapore. All right, so I'll set this over here to be worked on. I'm sure I need some sort of, I think I've seen this before on international packages. I need a sticker that you slap onto the package, and it comes with the slip where you can put those labels inside. That's probably what it's going to say. And then customs probably pulls those out. All right. Double checking, shipping is 60. If you could do 65, so normally shipping, the way our shipping works, it's kind of a combination of 2 things. It's the cost of the label itself, and then a little bit is handling, labor, and supplies. So we do supplies and labor in there. So it'll be about 65. Here's Chansey and Solgaleo. Very nice. But we do a very good job. We use good quality shipping products. Prepare for duty fees. Yeah. It's better than if customs tries to steal your item, or if they run into it and they confiscate it, or they penalize you. They say, oh, we know what you're trying to do. You're trying to slip this super pricey card past us. So, but luckily the card's gone up in price a lot. So that's good. All right. You know, it's funny. LaFlame has even considered coming over here to the United States and picking up his cards in person and then bringing them back with him in like a suitcase or something. I don't know if that works. There. Does that work? Does anyone know? David Smith, Choincey 10. Oh, yeah. All yours, man. So we just sold a Choincey 10. You know what, David? You deserve a nice fresh sleeve. Let's get you a fresh sleeve, man. Let's get you a nice fresh sleeve. I'm going to get hit with the $300 customs, but I'd rather have it safe and sound. When it's a card that's consistently going up in price, there's a certain level of, you know, annoying fees that are okay. It's really tough to get a customs like that when the card's going down in price or something like that. Then it's like, oh, no. But that is a good one. Yeah, that's really cool. I don't have a lot more cards like that for you. I wouldn't even know what we do next. Oh, ooh. Very nice. They charge me $300 of duty plus taxes if it's in China. Is that a dig or something? I do my best to help out when it comes to duties. Like when it's a bunch of booster packs you guys have opened, I just go, maybe these are worth $40. I don't know. Right? Like, I don't sit down and calculate the cards. And then, yeah, we do our best to help you with that as much as we can, okay? We try to declare low. There's a lot of things we think about, like, has the package ever been caught at the border before? If it gets caught at the border, I don't like to play around the second time. So the second time, we just try to declare whatever we think they want us to declare. All right, so Metazoo Gym Break and 20 to Slab Away. You got it, Mr. David? If your package has never been checked before, we'll keep slipping them in. But once it starts to look kind of eepy, we go, all right, these guys, they want all your money. It's just not, it's not fair. I hate it. It drives me nuts. It's really to make sure that you do not give me money. You do not do business with me. They say you must do business with other people in Canada and not with Mr. Cardconomist because he's in the United States. And so, you know, I think tariffs are kind of like they're like they're not an act of friendship. They're definitely an act of competition. They're an act of, it's like what you would expect two enemy countries to do, actually. You'd expect two enemy countries to do that to each other. No, no, no. You can't sell stuff in here. No, no, no. If you sell stuff in here, we're taxing it. Say you're not doing it. We don't want your stuff. We just want you to buy our stuff. Like, ooh, really? It does bother me a lot. Makes me sad. It affects me directly. So, Mr. David, let's get you in this break. Did you write my name on the back of the slab, Mr.? No, although it won't really matter because Alexis will not be touching that one. That would be me. All right, let's see, because she won't even know what it's... She won't even know what she's looking at with that card, which is actually a very nice thing with Alexis. I was thinking about that the other day. Alexis is a person who is not a heavy Pokemon card collector at all. The only cards she owns are the ones that we gift to her. She is not a Pokemon card collector. She does not even know what she's holding. And when you think about it, that's really good. Because if it was somebody who really understood it backwards and forwards, they might be more tempted to do something nefarious like steal. Of course, there's a lot of cameras down there too, so I don't think that would be very encouraging to do. But, you know, people are crafty. They will work hard on theft. So if it was somebody who really understood the value of everything, he might be tempted to make something disappear. And since Alexis doesn't collect Pokemon, she probably doesn't think that way at all. She doesn't have a skill in reselling them or anything. So it's, you know, next time I might do that again. I might try to find somebody who doesn't like Pokemon. Somebody who's not originally a Pokemon card collector. It's almost like a nice thing when you think about it. Put you at ease. Mr. Last 3 comments are very interesting. Please read. Aspen Gold talked about influencers in China who are basically people who refuse to stream at home. It's amazing content. They refuse to stream at home. Really? Tariffs are basically scalping for countries and companies. I don't think it's an act of friendship. Here goes. You ready? So, Matthew Hill goes first because he's on the left. Here's Tapu Lele. It's not bad. Can be beat by a lot of cards. Speaking of which, first round, David Smith. Second round. Okay, Articuno, same deal, 110. Oh, but it beats Clam Pearl. All right. Last round, we've got Raticate. Oh, that is not good. 90 HP. And it's easily beaten by Tyranitar. Going to Mr. David Smith. All right, Matthew Hill. There it is. The Metazoo has ended. Wait, why is she quitting? Who? Alexis? She's not quitting. I didn't say she was quitting. No, I was thinking if I ever had to hire a new person. I'm sorry, she's not quitting. She was here today. She's great. She was very nice. What would we do without Alexis? I will tell you what we would do. A lot more shipping. I'd have to do all my own shipping. Probably what would happen is we would have to, we'd have to stop doing daytime streams. That's what we would do. Just like the old days. We didn't always have daytime streams. Daytime. Wait, I did that backwards. Oh my God. Daytime streams were a thing I started to do after John started to work for me. I was really able to have a little free time, and I said, all right, I got this free time. I should go relax. So I immediately went and started working more. Said, I got this little time period open. What should I do with it? Oh, I know. Work more. You'd think that's a brag, but, you know, I think I should have some relaxation time. I think it's important to have relaxation time. I really do. I just try to get away with not having as much, and I don't think it's good for me. Okay, there we go. So that is correct now. David Smith with 2 hits, and Matthew going negative for the first time. Okay, there we go. Now, David, let's see what we're going to be pulling for you. Now, this also means we get a new pack of Metazoo up here. There will be a new pack. We're just kind of keeping this running right now. Maybe if we pull like a holographic Mothman, I'll stop offering these. And I don't know, put them up on eBay or something. I don't know. Oh, the next pack is a Mothman pack. That's cool. That means your odds of a Mothman are ×2. I shouldn't do that because, you know, we might pull the reverse hollow of the Mothman. Let me hit play. So, good. Was this the only break that went off? I think this is the only break that went off tonight. Rabbit Foot, Sewer Alligator, Snow Snake, Snow Wasset, Book of Shadow, Chibi Quetzal, Crossroads, and Holy Gem. It's Holy Gem. All right. Darn. Well, it could have been worse. It could have been the pack with the Mothman in it. There we go. So, David, let's put this in your bag. David Morris. Oh, I remember. You have this bag. Whatever happened to John in jail? John was only in jail for like 1 day, and it was primarily because he was driving without proper license plates. And I kept telling him, I told him, hey man, the cops in Missouri are vicious. You got to have correct license plates. I told him that over and over and over again. And he was always saying, you know, like, I'm about to get it done. You know, I just need a little more money. And so he did eventually do it. Or I'm sorry, he did not eventually do it. So he did eventually get caught. That's what I meant to say. He did eventually get caught. And, yeah, and that gets you in trouble. They like tested him to see if he was on drugs or something like that. And I believe they did not find that he was on drugs during the driving. So he did not get hit with the DUI. And if I know John, he probably was just smoking like weed or something, and maybe he didn't have enough weed for them to prove it. I don't know. But that got him in trouble. It did. And then they took the car away, so he couldn't use the car anymore. And then I was like, well, you can't do this anymore. We are. He improved his life. I think he did. He did improve his life. He had a court date, and he had to go to court, and they put him on, what do they call that? Probation. So they put him on probation, and he served his probation and stayed off of drugs and all that, and did what the officers told him to do. And yeah, he was good about it. So, and he's back in Hawaii. I'm happy for that. I helped him by giving him very affordable rent. I encouraged him to get a job, and he did. John got a job, and he worked a job. It wasn't a great job, and it didn't pay a lot. And he worked the job and did what he was supposed to do, so good for him. I just wish he had been cleaner. I wish he had been a lot. I mean, either way, we were going to have to de-smoke the home. I didn't know he was a smoker when I hired him. I didn't know he smoked cigarettes, and people still smoke cigarettes. It's 2025. That's still a thing. A lot of people still do it. But as a landlord, I guess that's something to check. I didn't think to check that because I'm a noob. So, you know, by the time I found out he was smoking every day in the home, I was like, well, all right, we're going to have to de-smoke it when you're gone. Yeah, by the way, de-smoking a home is extremely expensive. Costs a lot of money. All right, so, not good. Was he a viewer? How was he hired? Yeah, he was a viewer. He was a viewer. He was a customer. So he didn't buy the most cards, but he would buy from time to time, and he hung out a lot. All right, Hathim says another 4 Japanese Black Bolt. Here you go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. I wish him well. I wish everyone well. That's how I feel all the time. I don't like grudges. I don't like fighting. I'm not about that. I'm about just being productive. That's how I'll always be, because it works. It really does. If you're just productive, all your problems in life get worked out if you're just productive. It's the solution to everything. All right. Smoking is a huge cost to landlords. Yes, I did not fully understand that, and now I do. Now I know. So if we ever rent again, which we may never rent again, that will not be an issue because it won't happen twice. Yes. John always getting in his own way and squandered an opportunity with you. Ooh, look at this. Nice. The Alt-Art Superior. Very nice. I think it's a very, I think it's a comfortable job. What we offer, like what Alexis is doing right now. Alexis only does the shipping. She doesn't even do the encapsulation. So and I don't know if she ever will, because she doesn't have the same interest in Pokemon cards as I do. And I think you have to have a deep interest in Pokemon cards in order to be a good encapsulator. So she does the shipping, and she does a very good job of that. And then she bops off home, and I do the encapsulations myself for now. But one day I hope to find somebody who has that sort of like Pokemon card addiction, that passion, and they want to get paid handsomely to do encapsulations. Because if you become very skilled at it, you become very fast at it. But then again, maybe it would just stay the way it is now. You know, who says it has to be like this big thing with lots of people working on it? Maybe it'll always just be this handcrafted custom thing that I do personally, and you can go see this card after the 10,000s are over. Mr. Cardconomist personally encapsulated this, you know, so that's a cool thing. I encapsulated between 0 and I think almost all the way up to 2,000 was me. And then John takes over. And then after 10,000, I take over. So John doesn't hit 10,000. He gets all the way up to like 9,000. I think it's like 9,200, 9,500. And then when I take back over, I set it to 10,000. So anything after the 10,000 mark, that's me. Mister, that's me, but you got to come be my neighbor in Summerlin. Oh, man, we're looking so hard to figure out where to move. It's so tricky, Mr. Francisco. It is tricky. So one of the complexities is we are talking about... So on 4th of July, Karis's parents visited, and it's very apparent that the mom is very scared to sort of lose Karis, not be able to see her as often. And we talked about, hey, we'd like to be able to move you guys out with us. And she was agreeing to that. She was saying, yeah, we should just go with you wherever you go. And here's a problem now. Well, so if Las Vegas costs a lot more than, let's say, Tennessee, for example, is an option, well, then Tennessee might be the better option for her parents for cheaper health care, for cheaper cost of living, for cheaper gas. Because I know Las Vegas costs more than Missouri. It's a higher cost of living, and I wonder how that would... It wouldn't affect us. Karis and I would do okay, but we wonder if they would struggle. We don't know how her health care for her mom would go. Her mom had stage 4 cancer. We care a lot about the health care. So it's got to be affordable, and it's got to be really smart and good quality, because we want to catch any reappearance of the cancer early, and we want to be able to treat it, and we want to be able to help her with her anxiety medications and all that stuff. So we want to make sure there's good and affordable doctors. Good and affordable. That's out here in Missouri. We have that, actually. It's kind of... You'd probably be surprised to hear that. But Missouri has one of the best-known healthcare universities, WashU. So it's a university that's very well known for its focus on healthcare, and we have good quality healthcare, and it's pretty affordable in Missouri. In Tennessee, they apparently have really affordable healthcare as well. So it's tempting to go to Tennessee because it's one of the cheapest options. That's the other thing. So I looked for houses in Las Vegas, super expensive, all of them. Like the cheapest yucky house is like $400,000. So that is part of the calculation now, is we're wondering, can we actually do Las Vegas where we buy a nice house for ourselves, and now we got to chunk out like $500,000 more to get a bad house for her parents, and we don't even know how they would like it over there. Will they dislike Las Vegas? Will they miss St. Louis? Will they feel like it's too jarring? Will they be able to get the health care they need? So those are some questions for us that we're talking about now that they've made it clear that they are interested in definitely moving with us, so that they can be near and not have to strictly fly out to us to see us, which would be very expensive for everyone. So Las Vegas is still being considered on how it could be done. Tennessee, kind of rising up in the ranks there. Tennessee's got lake houses, nice ones. Tennessee's got the Smoky Mountains on the border of North Carolina. I almost said North Korea. Then there's Jacksonville, Florida. I don't know. I still feel kind of iffy about living next to the hurricanes. Yeah, it's looking like Nevada. Reno is also an option. I think Reno's kind of interesting. It's a little cooler up there, a little cooler, not as cold. Yeah, I don't know if her parents would like 120-degree weather and how that would affect them. But so we're thinking about it. Wrong bag. That's not a thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So Francisco, huh? All right, here we go. Apparently wrong bag. Tammy, doesn't matter. Here we are. We'll put this right here into Hathim's bag. All right. Very nice. So that is done. Yeah, mister. Sorry about that, Hathim. So you're not moving. No, so we're still interested in moving, but it's more complex now. It's just more complex, that's all. Mr. Javier, 1 spot in the Chancy coin, 4 pokey shuffles, and 2 gem 2s. All right, so this is going to say Javier. It's just more complicated now. I'm not sure if Las Vegas will work as a result of her parents wanting to come with us. We need to be able to move to a place where we can buy them a home that's within our budget. So there we go. This is back up to 4 now, Javier. Javier, I apologize. This actually went down to 3 because somebody pulled their spot out and just bought a Chancy coin from me. So now this is at 4. There's 1 spot remaining. And let's see, 4 pokey shuffles. Here we are, 4 pokey shuffles. Very nice. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't even notice it was my bag. I was listening too. Yeah, Francisco Cruz and I were talking about Las Vegas. Maybe that's why I ended up putting the cards in your bag. I was talking with you. Here's Persian. Look at that Persian. So let's go grab your Persian. Coming out of the pokey shuffles. All right. Doobie doobie doobie. Let's see. We just pulled this, right? So Persian, number 8. 53. I didn't see a Persian at all in here. Wadi, Venusaur. Oh my God, I don't even see it in here. Let's go ahead and check the live customs real fast and see if it got put in there by mistake. Ah, it did. Here it is. Got it. Hey, that's nice. That's Rainbow Persian. Haha. Lovely. Looking for a property with an in-law suite. No, I don't want them living that close. No way, dude. I couldn't handle that. I do not want her parents living that close. She doesn't want her parents living that close. It would be too much. So, 1 spot on the Chancy coin, 4 pokey shuffles, and 2 gem 2s. You got it, Mr. Javier. Whoa, it's 5:33, guys. All right, no more orders. That's the cutoff. We are. So Tennessee is surprisingly ranking higher now as an option because we should be able to afford to get her parents a nice little home over there. Tennessee is very affordable, if you guys didn't know that. It's a tax-free state, and it's very affordable. There we go. Ta-da! The other thing we're doing, we're kind of plugging in a lot of details about our properties to talk to AI about whether we should even sell our properties, whether we should keep them. Here's Javier, because it's probably going to give us advice based on whether or not it believes we should rent them out. Oh, you're going to be in this box over here. Here it is. Very nice. Whatever happened to having kids? You never talk about it anymore. Yeah, so with having kids, Karis and I actually visited a fertility clinic. And they ran some tests. And as it turns out, I can have babies. Karis will need IVF to have babies. So that is how it is. Karis has a thing that makes it so that she cannot get pregnant in the normal way. So it was really tough news, and we're going to try IVF now. So that's what's going on now. So, and it explains a little bit too, by the way. And the IVF is not even a guaranteed thing. So it's super expensive, and we'll see how it goes. I'd have kids with 6. I still think you should keep one of your houses. Good luck, guys. Good luck. Yes. That was one of the things that we were working on this last month. It was a lot of work, actually. So I was doing all the things for the stream still and doing that in the meantime. And I just wasn't even sleeping because it's like it would disrupt my sleep a bunch. All these blood tests. You got to do all these blood tests and chromosome tests. And crazy. So much money, too. $300 to talk for half an hour with the doctor. And yeah, so it was a lot. I was wondering if that's what was happening the other day. I just didn't want to bring it up. So, see, more complicated than that. Yeah, so there's more to it than just the IVF. It's she's got a condition that could make the pregnancy dangerous too. So it's a difficult thing. We're still going to try and see how it goes. So that's where we're at. That's how life is, you know. You always think about, I'm going to work on life and life's going to get really good. And it just never is. It's just never good. Life is always just whatever it is at the moment. You know, it's like there's always some shit thing going on and then some good stuff too. And it's just like you just kind of get along with it. And you think in the future it's going to get really good. It never does. Whatever you got right now, that's as good as it gets. So I think that's the realization I've had over time. It's like, this is it. I'm probably living in the best time of my life right now, and I don't know it. So you always think you're going to get to this point, like to this threshold. Life's going to get so much better and easy, and it's going to be really nice and happy. No, it's always something climbing on your back, stabbing you. There's just always some issue, and you're never actually at 100%, you know? It just doesn't exist. So you have to, whatever your life is right now, by the way, guys, is probably as good as it gets. Life does not get a lot better than that. And you just have to like accept it almost and be happy with what you have. So that's been my thoughts in the last month, is like, it's just always something. It's never easy. My wife got that. She didn't produce enough eggs. When things are going good, something always goes wrong. Mr. Genetic's so strong, he has 26 chromosomes. Yeah. Yeah, funny. I blame Trump. Yes, so anyways, now you guys are updated on that. But, you know, it's a very private thing. It's not really something you feel like talking about at all. Why would you want to talk about stuff like that? It's so private. But, I don't know. So you guys are going to ask. But, yeah, and so when we are talking about moving, you have to understand part of the reason we want to move is we want to be closer to like a fertility clinic. So that's part of it. Because currently we drive over 2 hours to a fertility clinic to do these tests. And it's an enormous amount of work. That's 4 hours round trip. And I still pull off all these streams. So it's immensely stressful and just tough news that says it's going to take all our money, and none of it's good. It's all bad. And it's just like, man. So, you know, I'm over here selling cards and dealing with all that crap. But again, it could be worse. But, you know, her parents came over on the 4th of July, and her mom's now got this like hyper anxiety issue, and the medications aren't working. They're not helping her anymore. And it's like to a point where, I mean, I think she's almost disabled. That's the level of anxiety. And so it's like stress after stress after stress. Like the next thing piles on. Okay, how are we going to take care of your parents? Because, you know, the way the dad sounded, he sounded like he was struggling to keep up with it all. Like he was struggling on his side to deal with it all. And yeah, so it's not looking good. I didn't hear. What were you talking about? I hate that I know it's going to be really tough. Oh, man, sorry. Best of luck with all that. Did I miss my order? I don't remember. What did you order? Let's see. You ordered... Click. We took care of David Smith. I think we have this order from... Yes. So, Josh, you had 1 pack of Prismatic. We did that. We did the 1 pack of Prismatic. Life can get pretty dark. It's not dark. It's just like, man, I'm so ready for life to be good. We, think about it. We graduated, and then I got a job. Well, I got a job while we were still in school, and then I got into YouTube, and YouTube was a success. But I swear, I was working like 60 to 70 hours on the Game Economist, and now I work like 60 hours on this. And, you know, there's all these great moments, like seeing the cards go up in value rather than down, right? And, oh, we got this nice lake house. But then it's like, on top of that, we're a little bit bored. We're kind of a lonely couple. We don't have kids yet. Her parents live in St. Louis, and we just don't have a lot of family. We don't. That's the truth. We don't have a lot of family. My family's estranged from me, and none of us talk to each other. And her family is very small. She has no grandparents. They're all passed away. She's got 1 aunt all the way out in Illinois, and then she just has her parents and 1 brother. And she doesn't get to see them very often. They can't even afford to drive out here. They cannot afford to drive to see us very often. So they're struggling, and, you know, they got their medical problems. And then what? I got this guy, you know, barking, you know, this guy cussing out Alexis too. It's like, dude, I do not need any extra stress in my life. Like, I've got plenty, dude. Trust me. You know what I mean? Like, it's, oh my God, dude. And the card shop brings in money and Cares brings in money, and we don't spend any of it. We don't actually do anything. We just go back to work. So it's like, yeah, we're doing good, I guess. Anyone could do good if they just worked all the time. But we got to have like a better lifestyle. But the focus now is just getting to a point where we're moved into like a no tax state probably, and probably with very good health care. So that's probably the focus for now. We can just keep making 2-hour trips though if we wanted to. So it's like, you know, there's different options. Time to stress Mister with orders. Yeah, let's do more orders. No, but it's 5:40. Get rid of that horse. I know. She's gonna have a mental breakdown with the horse. I understand that. I have debilitating anxiety as well. Start flooding Mister with orders. But so, well, I'll you guys can flood me with orders in the Wednesday daytime stream, because that is the next stream, and of course we're going to be back for that. And yeah, you might have noticed I just if I seem a little busier lately, it's because I have been a little bit busier lately. But also I play little games with Carrots. I just try to relax with her a little bit, and it was super hard on her too. Like it's easy. It's a bit easier for me. My side of the equation's easier. It's harder on her, so she's super, she's not in a great mood over all that kind of stuff. It's Tuesday. Wait, today's Tuesday, not Wednesday? Oh my God, I can't even tell the days of the week. All right, guys, I'm hopping off. I've talked too much. I'm going to go ahead and hop off. I'll see you guys soon, okay? The Tuesday daytime stream. See you later, everybody.